that's where the time changes over in the Eastern.
There you go, Ray County. A good friend of mine that I used to take care of quite a bit was from Ray County, from Dunlap. His name was James Dill, like a dill pickle, and he used to stay all the time at the Hyatt. Man, we used to go out to the Red Mile and bet them horses out at the watch them buggy races out at the Red Mile. That was fun. They still run out at the Red Mile. I've got a good friend, Mr. Tim Gentry from Berea, Kentucky. He likes them. He likes them buggy races.
That's a whole nother animal.
Yeah, it's not like thoroughbreds. And as you can see, the Cookeville Cavalier band on the field and dressed out. And as we get ready to throw the switch here shortly, and it won't be long, Sam. 9 minutes, you should start to see the 720 high-definition broadcast being brought to you on the app as we get ready to start from Cookeville as the band is getting going. Blackman has arrived, finally.
Some keys to the game, I think, for both of these teams. Stork, I think, will start with the home team, Cookeville. What you're going to have to do offensively, I think you're going to have to be able to establish the run. I think you're going to have to be able to block up front. We know that this Blackman defense is susceptible to giving up a lot of points. How that is going to start with you, if you were Cookeville, you've got to control time of possession. If you keep that Blackman offense off the field, they're not going to run the score up on you. So
the
if
only
you can
person,
run the ball,
and the only person that knows how to do it better than anybody is Jimmy Maynard.
Yeah,
if you
that's
want
what
to
he
play,
loves to do.
He's good at playing keep away.
They want to run the ball. They want to establish the run early, because what that'll do also, you rip off a 7-8 yard carry. Blackman has to start bringing kids into the box. That's going to open up that play action pass for you, and you may be able to hit on a big play here and there.
He'd love to have a 12, 13 snaps on and keep the ball away from them, burn some time off the clock.
And what on the flip side of the field for Blackman's defense, what they're going to have to do is, honestly, I'd like to see them load the box from the get-go anyways. Dare them to run the football. Put 8 kids in the box, send them after the quarterback, get back there, make some disruptive plays, and force Cookeville to have to bring some extra tight ends, keep them in to try to chip your defensive ends, your outside linebackers. Try to out-muscle them on defense. Your defense has not had a great year this year. Put together a good performance tonight and show us something.
Farragut 14, Fulton 14 in the second. And Krager is at the CPA Lipscomb game. Dobbins Bennett 0, Oak Ridge 0. So Gaddis, the coach.
We'll flip over for Cookeville while they're on defense. Kind of like what I said a second ago. With as much as Blackman will try to throw at you with their offense, it's going to be very important to read your keys. Defensive lineman, you're reading that offensive lineman in front of you. If he blocks down, you squeeze. If he reaches you, fight outside that reach block. Linebackers, read your keys in the backfield. Flow to the football. Defensive backs, keep your head trained on those hips. Don't bite on anything from some of these receivers. Make sure you tackle well as well. I think we're going to do the national anthem real quick.
Presentation of colors now coming onto the field. Greenville 28, Morristown East 7.
After the anthem, I'll get you Blackman's offense.
Thank you. And now to honor America and those who defend it, please join us in singing our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Wonderful job by the Cookeville Cavalier fighting band.
And Stork for.
Hold on here. I think they're going to play the alma mater.
Oh, yeah.
This is their tradition. Kids all standing for their alma mater. Don't see that often. Jimmy Maynard down there at the lower screen walking toward the flag. He's 42 years. He's been coaching high school football. As Gary Rankin said, one of the best in school administration. Been around a long time. Once again, Greenville 28, Morristown East 7. That's in the second. Lenoir City 7, Heritage 0. 2:19 left to go in the first half. William Blount 7, Hardin Valley 6. Cofield 13, Oliver Springs 0. MBA 10, Baylor 0. And they're at the end of the first, Anthony. As we get ready to go to work here on top of the plateau.
Yeah.
And you can tell them a little bit of history about this stadium. And all the connections.
Eddie Jelly Watson Field. Yeah. We were here the night they dedicated that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We were broadcasting live here on Stork Vision when they dedicated the field.
Stork, for just to wrap up, for Blackman offensively, I think what's going to be important for them, keep your foot on the gas. You know, if you
just do what you do.
They like to run that score up, get it up quick, move the ball fast, stay in your system, stay within yourself, and do not let your foot off the gas, because they've gotten into some situations this year where they've gotten down big, pushed, and made some comebacks. You get on them quick, you get on them early, you be the aggressor in this ball game, you come out on top.
Well, Sam, it says 6:58 on my phone, so it should be in about a minute and 20, minute and 30 seconds. You should see the Wowza link kick in, and it should take off, and the broadcast should pick up over there. It's broadcasting now, and just everybody can't see it because we're blowing Facebook up. But you'll get a better picture. You'll get a better experience watching it from the Wowza app, and we do have an app. And Stan Montgomery, if you go into the Apple App Store, if you go in the Apple App Store, the Google Play Store, you can download that app. And we love Sam. We appreciate him putting that all together. He runs the website. He's the engineer. He throws all the scores to us. He sits in Louisville, Kentucky.
Over there on the Blackman side, your captains tonight, number 17, quarterback, that's Jack Reisner. Tight end, number 14, Ben Marshall. Receiver, number 12, Justin Brown. And the other quarterback / slot receiver / whatever the heck else they need him to do.
Yeah,
that's number 13, Peyton Thomas.
Peyton Thomas, we like him. And now do it again. Let's talk about all them captains. There's
down here for Cookeville, you got number 2, that's Waylon Whited. He is a receiver. You got offensive lineman, number 50, Jackson Ray, and the running back, number 4, Evan Whited.
Once again, the white hat man tonight is Dave Swanson, and this is our first time watching Dave Swanson run.
And two and 4 twins. I forgot to tell you that, Stork.
2 and 4 twins. Swanson shaking all their hands as we get ready to roll here on the plateau. And the reason why it's such a special place, kids, it's 10 degrees warmer down in Nashville, 10, 12 degrees warmer.
Oh, yeah.
But a beautiful ride up. You can just start to see the colors here in the state of Tennessee, and we saw a little red, a little orange. So we're about to hit that peak time in the Commonwealth of Kentucky and the Volunteer State. Looks like we've got a toss. Let's see what we got. Looks like Blackman's going to win it, Coach. Blackman has won it, and they want the ball. So Blackman has won the toss, and they want the ball. And as they shake hands, and we get ready to go to work. Anthony, what do you like about that? Chandler Tiger getting off the bus and just says, give me the ball.
Yeah, let's get to work, folks. He's saying, you know what, we want to take this thing down. We want to score. We want to score on them quick as Blackman comes on out.
The Blackman Blaze. Better watch doing that, Anthony. You miss and jumping up in the air. Here it comes. All right, you had to get that off there. And it's a tradition. Here comes the Cookeville Cavaliers. Pretty neat. And there's that cannon.
Jeez, man, I almost fell off the back of this.
And the light just kicked off on the. Hold on.
It's that cannon knocking things down. We love it. We love it here. The people have always been good to us here. We love coming up here. And your kicker for Cookeville tonight, that's number 98, Andy Crockett. And you'll have likely number 14, Ben Marshall, and number 12, Justin Brown, back deep for Blackman.
Loudon 7, McMinn County 0. And Sam says, woohoo, we're live on the big app. Yeah, and it says picture looks wonderful. Alcoa 14, Tyner 0. Lady operating the camera tonight, that's Judy the Beauty. My color analyst is Anthony Fiorella. My name's Stork Montgomery. I own this contraption. We call it Stork Vision, and we are in Game 9, Week 10. And this is a non-region game. And always special.
It was just a year ago. It was still a region game.
It sure was. But still always special as the temperature starts to dip down up here on the plateau.
It's lineman weather again, Stork.
It's starting to get cold. Boy, by the fourth quarter, it'll be chilly.
We'll be up here chittering our teeth.
Well, we got the heaters. All righty. Nothing like it. It's I think my last broadcast was at Helena. No, yeah, it was, wasn't it? Helena. So here we go. I missed the Battle of the Borough, and that's my second one. As we get ready to go, let's go fast. Game 9 is underway. And going to be fielded just almost at the 1, up to the 10, 15 to 20. Lowers his head just about at the 23, Anthony, and looks to be Justin Brown, but look, Cookeville took it away from him, but they're just going to say he's down. Let's call 24 there on. Well, looks like Coach Maynard cut some of our numbers off. I don't have, do you have a 24?
Yeah, it goes, so at the top, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're just going to have to write them in or something.
All righty.
Just go 1 all the way
Jimmy
down.
Maynard took a picture of the roster, and I don't have any of the I don't have the left side of the numbers.
We got a pen up here somewhere.
Yeah, we do. We'll just have to work on it. Right now, Peyton Thomas going to operate from a shotgun. He's looking. He throws and catches number 14. That's Ben Marshall. First down, Anthony. Big 14-yard pickup.
Good throw right there by Reisner. The offensive line gives him plenty of time to find his big tight end on a post pattern.
I think Cade Apple, the linebacker, was there on the stop. Thomas, two-step drop, looking, lets it go. Long pass. Ooh,
what a catch right there by Justin Brown.
Boy, Justin Brown brings the Blackman Blaze well into Cookeville Cavalier territory.
Jack Reisner as well. He has delivered 2 beautiful passes to open this drive.
Ball now on the 25. Chain gang moves. Boxman resets. Peyton Thomas from a shotgun. Slaps his hands, lets it go. And they give it to Jalen Pleasant. We haven't seen him in a couple of weeks, but he gets 5 yards, Anthony.
Yeah, good run right there by Pleasant, getting in there behind those big offensive linemen.
Jack Reisner is the quarterback. Sorry, Reisner looking, lets it go. Reisner, touchdown Blaze. Justin Brown.
That's exactly what Blackman
Blaze.
wanted to do. They wanted to get out here. They wanted to score quick. Justin Brown gets behind those safeties. They give Reisner plenty of time to throw the ball. Boy, that was a good-looking drive and a good 3 throws right there by that quarterback.
PAT attempt on, and Reisner, they're going for 2. Stacked big time down here with 5 stacked to the left and 3 linemen and a tailback. Reisner, catch and eat, lets it go. Boom, got it. That's 2 points, Anthony.
8-0 quick. Took a minute and 7 seconds to score right there, Stork.
Wow, and Blaze is on the board, 8-0.
Just doesn't get much better than that. That's exactly what you want to come in here and do while you're on the road. You want to get in here. You want to disrupt this home team quick. They're going to have to play from behind here on their first drive.
They are. They are. We're struggling here because we've got one half of the roster, so we're working at it, kids. We're working at it. Appreciate everybody joining us in, and welcome to the broadcast tonight. Summit 8, Shelbyville 0. Yeah, the Blaze went real fast, Sam, and I mean they scored very quickly and very confident in their offensive drive, Anthony, if I may say.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll try to get a pen, and we'll send one of us.
I'll work on that. You call the game.
Yeah, go get an ink pen and take that with you and see if you can go in there and copy some numbers. So take off. I'll call the game. So Fiorella will take a break, and then we're going to do some fill-in and some jockeying. We've only got part of the numbers, and Fiorella will try to do that, and I'm going to do my best to try to keep up with this game. We got number 85, Miles Torrey, out to kick for the Blaze. And the time is 10:53 left to go here in the first quarter. Your score is 8-0, Blackman Blaze. And I just remembered I got to give you the score. Cookeville 20, Oliver Springs 0. Like I said, 10:53 left to go here in the first quarter. Blaze is on top and is struck quick, 8-0. Blaze is on top. Anthony, you just may have to go in the press box. Squib kick, and I think somebody was offsides. McMinn Central 0, Rockwood 13. Hey, Anthony, there's a pen down in the truck. You can walk down there and get it. It's in the door. Driver's side door, should find one. Look around. Rockville 7, Coffee County 0. We've sent Fiorella on a safari. Told him to go get a pen. He's going down to the truck. We just don't have but one side of the number, so when Jimmy Maynard took the picture of the roster, we only got half of the picture, and I didn't even notice it till we got here. Rockville 7, Coffee County 0. NBA 17, Baylor 7, 8:21 till the half. Here comes Miles Torrey as he fixing to try to kick off again from the 35. He lets it go. And it went over the kid's head and into the end zone, so they'll field it at the 20. And Danger Will Robinson had that ball stopped around the 2 or the 1. And Blackman get down there. That could have been a bad situation for Cookeville. So we know the quarterback is Mace Thomason. And Anthony just telling me just go down through here and write 1, 2, 3. I don't know if that's a safe bet or not. But anyway, Thomason is coming out. And he wears number 3. They're going to send Baker to the top. He's going to wear 1. Brock Owen, a wide receiver junior down here at the bottom. Here we go. Pull right up the middle, 30. 45-40, 45-50, up to the 45, boys, and that's Waylon Whited. He did a great run. He's 5'11 and 180 pounds, and he brings the Cavaliers almost up into Blaze territory. He did bring them up into Blaze territory. Ball's going to be marked on the 46. Wow. First play. And Cookeville's come ready to play. So Mace Thomason, the quarterback, will operate from a shotgun. Whited is the lone tailback to the right of him. Back to Whited. Whited going to find another seam. 45 up to the 40. He's going to be tackled by number 36 of the Blaze, Shepard, L.J. Shepard, a sophomore. He's going to bring up second down, a pickup of about 4. Let's call it 2nd and 6. Clock continues to work. Blackman 8, Cookeville 0. 10:21 still left to go here in the first. So 2nd and 7 for the Cookeville Cavaliers. Mace Thomason is the quarterback. Clock rolling, 10-11. He's got Whited just to the left of him. Clock will stop, whistles blow. Dead ball false start. No, offsides on the Blaze. And what a great play for Jimmy Maynard, because that's 5 yards forward and it'll still remain second down. Now it makes it 2nd and short for the Cookeville Cavaliers. Let's call it 2nd and 3 as the ball looks to be marked just about on the 38.5. Let's call it the 38. Big Dave Swanson cranks that right arm and puts the clock back into motion. Mace Thomason, the quarterback for the Cavaliers, hands off to Whited, and man, he's just wrapped up quick. Boy, number 45 got back there for the Blaze, Matthew Oliver. Excuse me, Matthew Oliveri. 3rd and short now for the Cookeville Cavaliers. I just run it up the middle. Just keep the ball. You don't have to do nothing fancy. You can play Cape away. And that's what they'll do. Straight up the middle. Going to get the first down. And that's Waylon Whited, the guy they're going to go to all night. He is their bell cow. Halftime, William Blunt 7, Hardin Valley 6, Oak Ridge 3, Dobbins Bennett 0. 9:12 left to go here in the first quarter. Blackman on top, 8-0, clock rolling, and this is the first drive for the Cookeville Cavaliers. Did you get it? How did you number them? Did you go in there and check them? What? Pass? Incomplete. Oh, you got it pulled up on your phone. Okay, cool. No, you give me your sheet. Switch, Buckethead. All right, here. Yeah, let me have that. There we go. Now I've got numbers. Thank you, Anthony. Anthony's fixed us up, painted the numbers in, and went to the internet. We're back in business with 8:49 left to go in the first quarter. Blackman's on top, 8-0, and that just helps immensely as we work with these kids. Number 3 is Mace Thomason. He's got number 4, Evan Whited, right behind him on the left. Whited, he let him have it, and he's pushing him. I think he got 6-7 yards, Anthony. Clock will continue to work, 8:39. Jimmy Maynard's a wizard at keeping the ball away from the other team. 8-0 Blaze. Memphis Central 7, Christian Brothers 0. Thank you, Sam, and keep them coming. Anthony's got us worked in, and we got a complete roster, and we're ready to roll. So Mace Thomason operates from a shotgun. Blackman jumped, and that's going to be a first down. 3rd down. On a 3rd down, they're going to move the ball. Watch. Dead ball, offsides on the Blaze. And now Jimmy Maynard's got a first down, kids. Tyner 0, Alcoa 21 with 2:16 left to go in the second. I guess that answers the question. Was the Alcoa Tornadoes ready for a game after being laid off 21 days? You betcha. MTSU 27, UConn 13, 7:32 left to go in the third. So Mace Thomason, the quarterback, along with Evan Whited, and trips all the way to the top of your screen. Judy the Beauty doing a wonderful job. Thomason, woo, it was almost there. Okay, we got let's see. We got a flag. We got a guy coming from the rear. We'll wait for the call. And like I said, Dave Swanson wears the white hat. 7:53 left to go in the first. 8-0 Blackman. Here comes Dave Swanson with the call. Pass interference called against the Blaze. Boys.
This is the right one. That's the wrong one. This is off Max Preps. This is off Cookeville.
Okay, so this is off.
That's the correct one.
Okay, thank you. Here we go. Mace Thomason, the quarterback. Anthony juggling, making sure that the numbers are right. Thomason, Whited, trying to score and going to get it up there about to the 7-yard line, kids. And it'll be second down. He can still pick up a first down. 7:38 left to go in the first quarter. Blackman on top, 8-0, but Cookeville's driving. Summit 8, Shelbyville 7, 6:17 left to go in the first. Mace Thomason trying to get the Cavaliers into the end zone and hang 6 on Chandler Tigard. He's got Whited just to the right of him. Pulls it. Now Thomason's got it. Thomason will work. Get up to about the 5-yard line. Clock will continue to work also. 7:10 left to go in the first. 8-0 Blackman. Ball's on the 5-yard line. He needs a couple of yards, kids, if you look up there at the top of the screen. And 3rd and 5 to get that first down. It's on about the 7. I tried to give him more yardage than he had earned. 6:47 and the clock continues to work here at Cook Vegas. Beautiful turf field. And they're going to send trips to the top. Whited is going to ride up with Thomason. That's dead ball false start. That's going to cost you 5. The guy in motion, he slammed on the brakes, and the flag's waved off. So timeout. That's what it is. It's timeout. Cookeville with 6:30 left to go here in the first quarter. 8-0 Blackman Blaze. And starting to get chilly here up on top of the plateau, like we said. Ray County 35, Bradley Central 21 in the second. Appreciate everybody joining us on Stork Vision. If you haven't downloaded the app, go ahead and do so. We're going to be running through the playoffs. We probably won't do round 1. We never have, but we will do round 2 and round 3, and I think everybody knows where we'll be. And that's coming up on us. Next weekend is the end of the regular season. We're all going out to the launch pad. That'll be a good time. Go out to Rockville and visit with Rick Rice and all the kids out there. And I've cranked up the heat here on top of the floor, and we're ready to roll.
Sorry about that, folks.
We're welcome back to the broadcast, Anthony. Thomason 0, Hoover 3.
What I missed? They're down here getting ready to score, it looks like.
You didn't miss a thing, Coach. You haven't missed a thing. Welcome back to the broadcast. We're glad to have you.
Thanks.
So, and I just cranked up the heat, so you might feel a little BTUs coming at you. Mace Thomason, the quarterback. Put a man in motion. Thomason looking to throw. He's got him. Touchdown, Cookeville. Hold on, I get you a receiver. It's number 6, Brock Owen. Touchdown, Owen. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Good throw right there by Thomason, too. He was patient right there. Had a tight end going into the flat. Once that other linebacker runs off, he lets it go on that slant route. Able to hit on it. A real good throw right there to fit that thing in there.
He'll hold for the kicker as a PAT attempt is an untimed down. Number 88.
98.
98, Andy Crockett on to kick, the 175-pound senior. Boom. 8-7.
There's that cannon again, too.
6:25 left to go in the first as Judy the Beauty swings the camera over. And in college football, Memphis 7, Central Florida 14. 2:32 left to go in the second. As we appreciate you joining us on Stork Vision. My sponsor tonight, the one, the only, John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes like John. If you're buying, you're building, or selling your home, it all starts with John. So, MurfreesboroHomesOnline.com. Reach out, talk to John and his team. And all that back office help, Anthony, when you're buying a home, he makes it go smooth, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. He's got a man for everything that you might need. You need a mortgage guy. He'll get you hooked up. Obviously got a great team of realtors. I mean, they take care of the whole process. They walk you through the whole process. Make something that can be very hard and stressful and enjoyable experience for you.
There you go. Words from experience. MTSU 27, UConn 13, 6:48 left to go in the third. And there he is, Jimmy Maynard, and Judy, zoom in on him right there. You zoom in down there. 42 years he's been coaching high school football. To the left, to the left. There you go. That's him. There he is, Jimmy Maynard. head coach of the Cookeville Cavaliers.
We have a little penalty.
Talked to him before the game.
He's kicking off from Blackman's 45. We must have had a penalty of some sort.
Jimmy Maynard will take anything he can get. And did a good job. You said it took, a minute and a couple of seconds for Blackman to score, but Jimmy Maynard sucks 5 minutes off the clock.
Right, and that's exactly the bread and butter of each team. That's what Cookeville wants to do. That's what Blackman wants to do. Maybe in for a boat race here tonight, Stork.
Beach 0, Brentwood 0, into the first on that one.
Be a big win if Cookeville pulls this one off, absolutely.
Well, they're going to force the Blaze to start from the 20-yard line.
And right here, Cookeville defensively, these defensive backs, I know it is a tall, tall task to ask them to run step for step with some of these receivers, but with the way that Jack Reisner's been throwing the ball, it's going to be important for that front seven to get in his face a little bit because these DBs have a tough task ahead of them the rest of the night.
Well, and you don't want to get a pass interference, Anthony. You just don't want to give it to them. That's the big thing. When they bring 17 out, and that's Jack Reisner, he played at Brentwood
Look at these
Academy.
splits for that offensive line.
Here we go. Reisner. And the little
Double
razzle
reverse
dazzle.
pass.
Peyton Thomas. And he wanted Reisner. He was going to try to throw back to him. What do you think about that play, Anthony?
Well, I mean, Cookeville did a really good job defensively. Like I said earlier, got to read your keys, got to take care of your man. Everybody did right there, and Thomas just didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Yeah, and was going to throw it to Reisner, and, it was almost like that was the go-to receiver. We weren't going anywhere else but to Reisner.
Yeah,
so
definitely
I don't know.
the closest option. They had Justin Brown on a deep comeback route. Mr. Swanson doesn't like something down there.
I don't know.
Equipment.
When you see that kid come on and then go off, they substituted, brought 27 Anthony Collier in. Reisner going to work from a shotgun, slaps his hands, fakes it, puts a little play action in, and a little screen pass complete. Got out there to Brown, Anthony.
Boy, that kid is just dangerous when he gets out there in open space like that, Stork, and they're going to do a lot of that tonight. They like to throw those bubble screens. They like to throw those tunnel screens to their playmakers and let them go to work.
He picked up 10 and the first down. Now the ball's marked on the 31. Reisner working from a shotgun. He's got Peyton Thomas right in there with him. Little Johnny Manziel quarterback. Here we go. Reisner, and he throws it and completes it up to 27. That's Tristan Traub. Traub going to get up to about the 40-yard line. These tackles made by number 18, Seth Kincaid.
Collier's the one that's the receiver that plays on offense. They got double 27s, but it's Collier's the one that plays
There
out
you
there.
go. Anthony Collier. Reisner completes it. Ball in the air. Now it's intercepted. Number 65's got it for the Cookeville Cavaliers. Clayton Barrett. Barrett has scored. Touchdown, Barrett. Touchdown, Cookeville.
Oh, wow, Stork.
Clayton Barrett, a senior. He's 6'3", 245, and he'll never forget it.
Big defensive end with a heck of a return right there. Man, he put the Jets on and put a couple of moves on some kids. That was a lot of fun to watch the big man rumble out there.
Jimmy Maynard said, just keep playing. Some good things will happen, and that's just what you got to do. And now Cookeville going to try to get the PAT.
Yeah, I mean, trying to set up that tunnel screen right there, bounces right off his shoulder pads up in the air and looks that thing in and does the rest himself. Man, yeah, you're right. He will never forget that.
Okay, number 6, Brocco in the hold. Tried to block it. PAT attempt is good.
There it is, folks, 14-8.
With 5:27 left to go in the first quarter. We didn't think we'd get that. Owensboro 14, Grayson County 0. That'll be, you might want to call the Woodfin Funeral Home now. Jimmy Maynard, 42 years, kids. They're in the other region. He was in the region with us, and it's tough to make it. And Coach Tiger found that out, just how tough it is playing in Region 4 of 6A.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably the most competitive region in the state.
Yeah, and if you can get out and go to the playoffs, it's a big deal. BA 3, Ensworth 7, 3:30 to go in the first. Yeah, Sam, what an interception. Electric here on top of the plateau as the kicker, Andy Crockett, going to put it into play. The mayor of Cookeville, Tennessee, is Ricky Shelton. He's been in office since 2014. The principal's Max Pettit. We appreciate everybody and the wonderful people of Cookeville letting us come up here and broadcast Stork Vision on Game 9, Week 10. Justin Brown's returning in. He gets up to the 15, up to the 20, 25, 30, and smacked out of bounds, Coach. Number 5 lit him up, Donovan Sullivan.
That's what gets dangerous sometimes on these kick returns, Stork. When you're there along the sidelines and it's just you in a foot race against somebody else, if you don't beat them, you got nowhere to go.
Clay County
Things
6.
like that can happen.
Clay County 6, York Institute 0. That's in the second.
Regardless, was a good return, though, and Blackman's going to be set up in good field position.
We're still in the first. Cookeville's on top, 14-8 here at the Big Jelly Roll in Cookeville. Appreciate everybody joining us. Lady operating the camera, that's Judy the Beauty. My color analyst tonight is Anthony Fiorella. The sponsor is John Jones Real Estate. My name's Stork Montgomery. I run this contraption. We'll be back in Rutherford County next Friday night, and out at the launch pad for the Oakland Patriots and the Rockville Rockets. Thomason 7, Hoover 3 in the second. Johnny Manziel, quarterback's got it. Peyton Thomas, and he gets a couple on a quarterback keeper, Anthony.
Yeah, and that's something that they've been able to do to try to help establish the run is get Peyton Thomas back there. A little bit more of a runner than Reisner is.
We got a score from over at the reservation, and it's 0-0 East Nashville and the Riverdale Warriors. Peyton Thomas from a shotgun, fakes it to Pleasant, lets it go. Ooh, and he's got Ben Marshall. 50, 45, and Ben trips it right at about the 42. Tackle. Whoa, Judy, hold still. I can't see his jersey. Is that 33 or 23?
So
23. 23 on the stop, and that's Presley Jared. Chain gang moves. Boxman resets. We're going with Reisner now as the quarterback. Got twins down here, kids. They send Johnny Manziel, Peyton Thomas in motion. Thomas rolling this way. Thomas is in trouble. He found Ben Marshall right across the middle, Anthony. He just lets it go so quick. 18 was there on the stop, Seth Kincaid.
Yeah, and a dangerous window to try to fit that thing into right there for Thomas, but able to have the arm strength to get that thing off, and Ben Marshall the wherewithal to know where those defenders were and make the catch.
Rockville 7, Coffee County 0. Reisner completes it to Justin Brown. Fakes out 65, but ball on the ground. Brown pulled it back in. But, boy, he let it out there just real quick, Anthony. Big number 65 for the Cavaliers. Clayton Barrett, guy can just scored on that interception. He's on a big high and playing out there and hitting people. So they stick with Reisner right now. Bring Jalen Pleasant in. Johnny Manziel, Peyton Thomas goes out.
Big third down right here for the Cookeville defense.
Absolutely.
Got to try to get off the field when you can.
Got Justin Brown at the top. You'll see him coming. He wears 12. He's the bell cow. Got Ben Marshall in the slot. Red Sox 0, Astros first into the first. Reisner off to Jalen Pleasant.
Oh, he tripped.
He had a little bit more in him. I think he could have gotten a little bit more, but either way, he got a first down. Pickup of about 12. Chain gang moves. Boxman resets, and ball's just on the 27. They're going to run with number 17, and that's Jack Reisner. Reisner fakes it to Pleasant. Reisner rolling, lets it go. Man, he completes it. Is that Justin Brown? It sure is. And Anthony right up at about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, a little comeback pattern right there for Justin Brown, and Reisner put that ball down low where only his receiver can get it. Brown adjusts, makes a good catch.
From the 17, going to stick with Reisner. Jalen Pleasant is the tailback. Got Justin Brown at the top. And Marshall's in the slot, number 14, dangerous receiver. Reisner gives it to Jalen Pleasant. Pleasant working up the middle and swallowed up, just keeping them honest. 55 on the stop. And that's Sam Harness, big defensive lineman, 6'3", 265 pounds. Chain gang moves. Boxman resets, and the ball's marked on the 16-yard line. They're going to work with Reisner and Jalen Pleasant. They bring trips down here. Justin Brown. Now they got Marshall up as a receiver. Reisner looking. Reisner lets it go. Right through Ben Marshall's hands, Anthony. That's a touchdown, Coach.
Yeah, they had him beat on the corner route right there, and it was a good throw by Reisner. Marshall, I think, believed that he was a little further toward the sideline than he was, tried to drag those feet, just didn't look the football in.
We've played a lot of football, and we're still in the first. Cavaliers on top, 14-8 over the Blaze, but the Blaze looking to score. Reisner looking, lets it go, and he's got Pleasant. Pleasant still on his feet. Pleasant, they're hitting him. He's down is what they're saying. He's going to be down about at the 7-yard line, 7-yard line. Sturge Creek 7, Wilson Central 0.
Going to have a third.
That's in the second quarter. It seems like we got started a little late up here on the plateau, but we started at 7. Crazy. And we haven't let up a bit. Hadn't been a whole lot of downtime. Buck 36 left to go in the first. Cavaliers on top, 14-8. Appreciate you joining us on Stork Vision. John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes like John. Reisner fakes it on a play action, zips it in.
Good play.
And misses his receiver. He wanted Justin Brown, Anthony.
Yeah, that was a really good play by Presley Jared, the corner right there, to be able to get his hand in there. And this is going to force Blackman to, I'm assuming they're going to go for it as aggressive as they have been, but on a 4th and short, if you're Cookeville and you bow up here, you can keep some points off the board.
Cofield 20, Oliver Springs 6. That's at the half. Also at the half, Loudon 7, McMinn 6 on a 4th down situation. Going to try to get somebody jump. Illegal substitution. He's calling, look across the field. Look right there, Anthony. He's calling substitution violation. Let's see what Dave Swanson says. Here he comes. Who's he going to bust? Dead ball. Offsides. Oh, Cookeville. Why did he put his hand up? I mean, that's substitution violation, isn't it? He put his hand across his heart. Either way, it's 1st and go. Blaze has it. Reisner in the shotgun. Look at this. Now, see, they're not, as long as they don't put their hand down, they can do all that. Here comes Justin Brown on a Wildcat, kids. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's in the end zone. Touchdown Brown, touchdown Blaze.
Just a simple edge.
Student body left.
Yeah. I mean, it's a zone play to the left. Got a good block from number 5, Cole Reed. Brown does the rest. That's easy right there.
Student body left.
The 5. We'll see if they decide to go for 2 again.
So now it's tied up, 14-14. Buck 17 left to go here in the first. Cookeville scored and then got the PAT and then scored on an INT, an Oski, the big lineman. We saw that earlier. That was a heck of a play as Barrett went into the end zone right now on an untimed down. Miles Torrey looking to pop it, and he does. And that's going to make it 15-14 with a buck 17 left to go in the first. And I bet Jimmy Maynard never thought he'd be 1 point down to Cookeville with a buck 17 left to go in the first.
Yeah, I mean, if this game continues going back and forth, back and forth the way that it's been, that 2-point conversion there early in the ball game could play big here as we get late in the fourth quarter, Stork.
Absolutely. JP2 21, Ravenwood 7. So JP2 for real, you all, and beating Ravenwood pretty good. JP2 also beat Christian Brothers earlier in the year. The sponsor tonight's John Jones Real Estate. My engineer Sam Montgomery, sitting in Louisville, Kentucky. If you're out there and you're hanging out and you're watching Stork Vision, send me a direct message. We'll throw your name on the air. We really just don't care. It's about you, it's about us, and it's about the kids, and that's just what we like to do. CPA, that's CPA, not CAP, but CPA 0, Lipscomb 0, 347 in the first. And Anthony, tell that stat about the Lipscomb quarterback that last game.
Yeah, 20 of 20, 5 touchdown passes at one point in that ball game.
It goes into the end zone. They'll start from the 20. MTSU 34, UConn 13. Looks like your Blue Raiders are going to come home with a big W. Did they take the bus up there or did they fly?
Oh, no, they took the airplane up there.
You never know.
That's a long bus ride. But, I mean, Power 5 win. You know, you get to take those when you get them. But I know UConn obviously is a very, very down program right now. But we needed a win real bad, Stork, so we'll take it any way we can get it.
There you go. Well, we're back here at Cook Vegas with a buck 17 left to go in the first quarter and a lot of action, but Mace Thomason hands it off up the middle. And boy, his tailback is doing really good. He got 5 yards, and they're keeping the football away from the Blackman Blaze. Number 8 on the carry, Jordan Burris.
And if they can continue running the ball like this, Stork, like we said earlier, keep away. Keep it away from that Blackman offense. If you can continue to milk the clock, wear down that defense, and put it in the end zone, you'll stay in this thing.
All right, we're under a minute here in the first quarter. Mason hands it off to number 8 and back to Jordan Burris. And Burris has got a big gain, and he's up to about the 44, kids. Chain gang moves, box man resets.
You know, that it's a straight run play, but what you set it up as, and I think it fooled that front 7, you block it on the backside like it's a draw play. They're pass setting right there, and I think it threw everybody off and was allowed to get Burris around that left side.
Mace Thomason, the quarterback, number 3, from a shotgun. One to the top, one to the bottom. He pulls it, and he's going up the middle, and he ain't going to get very much, but about 2 yards and keeping them honest. Ensworth 7, Brentwood Academy 3 in a classic. Owensboro 28, Grayson County, the Cougs 0. So the running Red Devils of the Owensboro Senior High giving them all they want with 9:30 left to go in the third. Maryville 35, Knox West 0. I want to repeat that. Maryville 35, Knox West 0.
Looks like, don't have a number, but young man down for Cookeville.
Yeah, definitely do not want to see anybody hurt. Is it out, Judy?
There it goes.
It's coming. I see it.
It's lighting up. It's just being real slow.
Now Judy
There
the
she
Beauty
is.
turns on her heat. Rockville 7, Coffee County 7. 6:12 left to go till the half.
I think that's Thompson.
Yes, that is their quarterback, Mace Thomason. He could be. He will have to come out.
The backup is number 19, Will Halfacre, a junior.
Well, they'll drop from a big kid to a 5'10", 175, and you'll know it. We sure hope he's not hurt for the rest of the season, especially this game. He's done a good job so far.
Actually, it looks like they may be getting possibly 15, Blake Owen up.
They are bringing 15. I think you're right. Blake Owen, a freshman. He's a freshman, kids, in a 6A football game. Is he going to be all right, or is it the knee? Is he going to be able to put a little pressure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
to see.
He'll walk this off,
Good
kids.
to
He's
see.
coming back. He's not going away. Mace Thomason, let him get a breather. Let him get a drink of water. We'll get him back in. Into the first. Independence 14, page 7. Appreciate you bringing all them scores. And if you haven't downloaded our app, roll out to the Apple Store, Apple App Store, or in your Google Play Store and download the Stork Vision
Yeah.
app.
They're going to put a freshman quarterback in the ball game, I think.
They're going to put him in for a couple of plays. They're going to get that.
No.
No, they got 3 out. So he's down on the
They're going Wildcat. You're going to have Jaden Baker and Jordan Burris.
But we just got out of the first, and your score is Blaze 15, Cookeville Cavaliers 14. We're going to put another 12 minutes on the board and play right up here on the plateau. And, Anthony, that's not what we thought we would get here in the first, but, man, we will take it. What a great game.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't ask for anything better. I hope it stays like this the whole way through this ball game, Stork. It's been very competitive thus far.
Yes, and it just goes to show you, I mean, as we said when we started the broadcast, you still got to play them. You still got to play them. As I said, into the first, Independence 14, page 7.
That Rockville score.
Yeah, Rockville's knotted up at 7 with 6:12 to the end of the first half, but they're knotted up with Coffee County 7-7.
Hey. Boy, and wouldn't that throw a monkey wrench into things if Coffee County upset Rockville and
It won't have anything to do
upset
with
Riverdale.
It won't have anything to do with it because they're non-region. Spring Hill 14, Mount Pleasant 7. It would if there was some
tiebreakers.
Yes, it would, but it's not going to mean anything as of right now. Now let's see what happens. Let's see who we're operating with as the quarterback. And they're going with number 1. So just did a little wildcat, Anthony. Look at here. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. And he's going to roll down at about the 6-yard line. They're going to get him they're going to mark it at the 8.
Boy, what a cut right there by Jaden Baker going off that right side. He saw that big hole to his left off the center, sees it, puts his foot in the ground. Man, he hits the accelerators real hard, and if it was not for a shoestring tackle, would have been another 6 points.
I think he ran out of breath, and I think he was surprised he got way out there and didn't realize, hey, I'm out here in the open, and I've got the ball.
Now they got Owen in at quarterback, the freshman.
Here we go. They're going to line up with one tailback. The kid just ran it, and that's Baker, freshman quarterback. He hands off to Baker. No, it's number 8. It's Burris. Burris going to get up to about the 4-yard line. Wow. Jimmy Maynard just pulling it all out tonight. College football, Memphis 7, University of Central Florida 14.
That's Gus Malzahn.
MTSU 34, UConn 13. Spring Hill 14, Mount Pleasant 7. Kit having a rough time. Right now we got one going on in front of us. Shotgun. Pulls it, quarterback trying to go up the middle, and he's going to score, kids. Blake Owen, a freshman, 6'1", 180 pounds, goes into the end zone, and the cannon fires.
Simple read option right there, and the young freshman stays composed. Oh, we got a
That's number 5, Anthony
Cole Reed.
Reed.
It's a big player for them, holding his
Nolensville
hamstring
13,
and knee
Franklin.
area. That's not good.
Nolensville 13, Franklin 7 in the second. 10:44 left to go here in the first half. Cookeville on top, 20-15.
A good run right there by Owen on that read option. Makes a good decision to keep it himself. Had a hole right there up the gut and is able to punch it in. But, of course, we hope that Mr. Cole Reed is okay down there and going down grabbing that right knee.
Oh, and he's
Hopefully
in pain,
hopefully
Coach.
it's the hamstring and not the knee.
I don't know what it is, but he's in pain. I can see the pain from here on his face. From the desk of Tom Krager in the first quarter, Lipscomb Academy 7, CPA 0. 1:14 and left to go in the first quarter. As Lipscomb's on top, and just so everybody knows that's listening to the broadcast, Lipscomb Academy, coached by Trent Dilfer, former NFL quarterback, and CPA is coached by a former NFL quarterback, Ingle Martin. So both played a little bit in the pros, and now they're coaching high school football. That is the game, and that's where Krager is. That's Lipscomb Academy and CPA.
He is moved. They're flexing his knee.
They're flexing it, but he's also doing, I don't know what kind of dance he's down there doing with his hands, but it's I'm in pain.
Good.
It's not I'm in pain dance. I can tell you. Siegel 14, Lincoln County 0. Yeah, Lincoln County, Sam. That thing kind of fell apart on the Falcons down there. As they had a little coaching situation, and I think they had to get a new one in the middle of the year.
He's not putting any pressure on it.
It's done. He may have, is it a knee or an ankle?
It's his knee.
Okay.
He went down and grabbed that right knee. Poor guy. I hate seeing that.
Yeah, NBA 17 and Baylor 7 in the second. With 10:44 left to go here in the first half, Cookeville's on top, 20-15. Had an injury timeout. We're just waiting now, I think, to try to see if we can hit a PAT.
He's a senior, too. Really hate that. Does a lot of the dirty work for that ball club. Special teams, blocking as an H-back. We certainly hope he'll be okay.
Going to go for 2 here. Twins to the top, 1 to the bottom. Cookeville needs this one bad, and Cookeville going to go Wildcat. Coming this way. He's going to score, kids. He got in. Jaden Baker scores and picks up 2. And now they're on top by 7, Anthony, 22-15.
And if Cookeville can continue offensively to run the ball the way they have been able to do tonight and come up with a couple of stops here on defense, Stork, it certainly looks like they can put this thing together. Blackman got to figure out how to get a couple of stops on defense, Stork. They cannot continue to let Cookeville run the ball like this. They're going to have to force them to put it in the air, I think.
Hardin Valley 9, William Blunt 7, and that's in the third.
Wow. Barn burner.
Philip said they had the best practice they've had all year this week. Let's see what we got here. Got them coming in. It's Friday Night Lights. You got to love it. Summit 29, Shelbyville 7. So Summit putting their foot down, Sam. And got the Wade twins, and they're both Mr. Quarterback candidates. 6:14 left to go in the first quarter. We've got a good one going on here. 10:44 left to go in the first half. Cookeville Cavaliers on top 22-15. And in high school football, kids, it's all about coaching. You got a good coach, you can go a long ways. And they start from the 5, work up to the 10, up to the 15. This is Justin Brown. He's going to stop at the 20, take a second guess, and going to kind of work out of bounds, and they're going to start. You could let it go in the end zone, Anthony. Either way.
Good pursuit right there by Cookeville. They did a good job. Justin Brown trying to get around that left side. They were able to get those hats outside. Yeah.
It shut down quick, didn't it? It's like, I don't think I'll try this.
Now, Cookeville here, defensively, they've got to get some pressure on the quarterback, Stork. They have not had much push up front.
But they've done a good job as far as not letting them. They've made a couple of big plays, but, they're keeping it in front of them. They did that double reverse pass down here, and it didn't fool them. But anyway, Reisner rolling this way. Reisner throws the screen. Justin Brown's got it. He's at the 20. Works up to about the 25. They're trying to get it out of there. Good job by Cookeville wrapping it up quick, not letting Justin Brown get a lot of yak.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the number one thing, what you just said, yak. That's something that he is big and that he is known for. Good job of tackling right there.
Well, he gets 4 yards. Let's call it 2nd and 6. Ball now rides on the 25. 10:07 left to go in the first half. Cookeville's on top, 22-15. Reisner's work out of a shotgun. Here we go. He's looking. He's catching heat. He's got it. He threw it to Pleasant.
Oh, his knee did not go down.
What in the world?
He didn't go down.
He's not down. He's up to 45, up to the 50, up to the 45. He steps out of bounds.
Wow.
Finally.
Well, we talked about
Jimmy Maynard. Keep it on, Jimmy Maynard. Go to the left, right there. Watch Jimmy Maynard. He's talking to the ref.
What a play right there. I can't believe his knee didn't go down.
I thought his knee went down. I thought he stepped out of bounds.
A great job either way by Pleasant of staying in that play. You keep going until they blow that
Pleasant
whistle.
On the play. Now Reisner working for a shotgun. Pulls it from Pleasant. Throws it in the dirt, but Brown, that's incomplete.
Yeah. Going back to that play, Stork, I mean, Cookeville gets the pressure finally. They're able to hit Reisner. Reisner able to check down to the running back and get it off to him, and Pleasant
gets out of it.
What a great job right there of controlling his body and somehow keeping his knee off the ground.
I thought he was out of bounds. I thought he put his knee on the ground, but he didn't do any of them, and now
we're going to have a timeout.
We got a timeout as Dave Swanson stops it here with 9:37 left to go in the first half. Cookeville's on top 22-15, but Blackman is snapping it back quick. And the ball's just going to be marked on the 42. It's going to be marked on the 42. They're going to work with Reisner and Jalen Pleasant. They've got number 8 down here at the bottom, and that's James Haynes. Trips to the top, claps his hands. Reisner looking. Reisner catching heat. Whoa. He wanted Pleasant as a release valve, and he was there.
It was that they were trying to set up a screenplay right there, Stork. The offensive linemen let their guys go. But that defensive line did a good job of recognizing it. They stick their foot in the ground, and they stay right there with the running back. As soon as Reisner lets that ball go, there's a man right there to stick him.
Well, here we go. So Reisner will work from a shotgun. We got Jalen Pleasant to the right and trips to the top. One to the bottom. Pleasant going out as the release valve. Now Reisner throws it on the comeback. Gets Brown. Nice completion.
Zone coverage right there by Cookeville. They gave him plenty of time to throw the ball. Reisner able to find the opening there on the left side. They have done a good job throwing to that left side. We'll be interested to see if they continue to do so.
And Justin Brown was the only kid in the stadium that could have caught that ball. No doubt. So you got Peyton Thomas up there. Here comes little Johnny Manziel. So fake it to Peyton. Now Reisner lets it go, and because he got Ben Marshall, he's going in the end zone and score. Touchdown Ben Marshall, touchdown Blackman Blaze.
And Jack Reisner has done such a phenomenal job tonight, Stork, of hitting his tight end over the middle. I mean, Marshall does a great job getting past the safeties. Reisner floats that ball up over behind the defense to where only Marshall can get it, and his big tight end is able to do the rest. A great job right there by Blackman, and they're right back in this thing.
Being untimed down, kids, as they get ready to set up for the PAT. Lenore City 14, Heritage 6 in the third. They're going to let the kicker come on. That's Miles Torrey. He's a senior, number 85. Cleveland 7 and Giles County 10. Our sponsor tonight is John Jones. John Jones Real Estate. It is no good. No good. With 9:15 left to go here in the first half, your score, Cookeville Cavaliers 22, Blackman Blaze 21.
Miss PAT could come back later on, play big into this ball game.
Hope everybody's enjoying the broadcast tonight on Stork Vision. Score alert. At the end of the first, Lipscomb Academy 7, CPA 0.
Tough task for CPA tonight to try to contain Luther Richardson, who is arguably the best quarterback in the state.
So 9:15 left to go here in the first half. And a great game. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast as always. Judy the Beauty's just doing a really good job just keeping you tuned in. And it's in the fourth quarter, Anthony, but Maryville's 35, Knox West 0, and that doesn't change much. Miles Torrey going to kick it. Cookeville fumble, and the ball's now scooped up. Now we're at the 15, and going to work up to about the 17.
Yeah, a little sidewinder off the foot of Torrey right there. Tough to field that thing.
Yeah, number 8, Jordan Burris, was the man on the return, and that's where the Cookeville Cavaliers will start their drive from about the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, now Cookeville with 9:07, and if you're Jimmy Maynard, you really want to take a lot of time off this clock, kids. Central 14, Christian Brothers 14. All right. Ain't going to work. Let's see. They're going to work with number 15, Blake Owen. He's a freshman kid, 6'1", out of a shotgun. Owen going to keep it on a Wildcat and in a lot of trouble, Anthony. That ain't going nowhere. It's going to be second down, second and about 12, and the clock continues to work. 8:58 left to go here in the first half.
Blackman needed that real bad. You know, they have not had any tackles for loss tonight. That their first one. So we'll see how Cookeville responds, having to get a few extra yards to convert and move the sticks here.
Memphis 7, University of Central Florida 14. That game's at the half. 8:36 left to go here in the first half. Cookeville's on top, 22-21. They got the ball.
Owen's still in the ball game at quarterback, too.
They got the freshman operating as the quarterback. And he's going to hand off and go up the middle, trying to keep them honest and run that clock, and not much there. They went with number 1, Jaden Baker.
Yeah, and right here, if you're Cookeville.
Number 4, Evan White at their bell count. Go ahead.
It hurts a lot not having Mace Thompson on the field, because when you get into these third and long situations, how good is this freshman being able to throw a level 2 pass?
Well, and exactly. And you know he's not going to take off with it. He's not that big. So, that takes away him running. And that's one of the things they had about Tebow. You got to watch out is he could take off running. Owensboro 51, Grayson County 0. That's in what we call a running clock in the state of Tennessee. From a shotgun, the freshman. He's looking, Anthony. He's looking. He lets it go.
I was going to say defensive back never gets his head around right there and makes a play on the football. So free first down, and I think we can go ahead and say that Owen can let the thing fly.
Absolutely. MTSU 41, UConn 13, 12:31 left to go in the game.
Yeah.
7:35 left to go here in the first half, waiting for this call from Dave Swanson. Here's Dave. He's getting here. And the flag's on the field.
I just realized I messed up earlier. UConn's an independent now. They're not a Power 5 anymore.
Waiting for Dave to give me that call, but early indication it's pass interference called against the Blaze. Be automatic first down, 15 yards. And that's just what they wanted. Look, it's 7:35. Anthony, this is what you want. You got a first down, even though, so as soon as he gets it, I tell you what Dave Swanson's going to do, kids. He's going to fire that right arm. You wait, he should. He should set the ball and start the clock. Or is he going to let it go on the snap? He's going to go on the snap as we're running off the set. The freshman quarterback, 1st and 10. And he's going to let number 8 have it, and that's Burris. And Burris going to keep him honest and get about 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, and this is exactly what you want, Stork. You got to have these plus plays on first down. First down going to be very important with this freshman quarterback in the game because it dictates what you can do with the playbook.
7:14 left to go in the first half. 22-21. Cookeville's ahead. Cookeville's got the ball with a freshman quarterback and running the offense. 2nd and 5. Ball's on the ground. Holgood's still there. Again. Went up in the air. It was on the ground. Big number 55 covers it up. Sam Harness. But it's a 3rd down situation, Anthony. It's going to need a level 2 pass, Coach. Time clicking. 6:43 left to go in the first half.
Blackman defense got to stay disciplined, and you've got to get off the field on these 3rd down situations.
3rd and 5. Just need to get a first down and keep the chains moving. They're going to send number 5 to the top. That's Donovan Sullivan. He's got twins down here. Here he comes. He's going to try to run it himself, and that was a bad decision. He's getting popped, Anthony, and that's going to be 4th down. He lost a yard, I think.
Good play right there by Kaiser Fuller-Elmore, fighting off that block of the receiver to get in there and make the tackle, and now Cookeville going to have to punt for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Cookeville going to have to punt, and punting is an offensive play, as Kevin Creasy taught us that when he came to Region 4, 6A football. If you're out there watching Stork Vision, CPA 0 and Lipscomb 14, 10:25 left to go in the second. So Cookeville going to have to kick, and the clock is working. 5:45 left to go in the first, but they're on top, 22-21. Jimmy Mayer going to get the ball coming out because Blackman got the ball at the start of the game, Anthony.
Good kick.
And going to be fielded just at the 22, and he's going to get out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 30. So pick up and return of about 8 yards. Blackman Blaze will take over from their own 30.
And with 5.5 minutes and 2 timeouts here for Blackman, you have plenty of time to put something together, absolutely.
How about Hardin Valley's 15, William Blunt 7 in the third, and Phillip just wants his kids to get a win and see what it feels like. They've only gotten one, and it was against Heritage.
They're going to need a 2-point conversion.
Lenore City's beating them 14-6. Ray County 35, Bradley Central 36. That's a knotted up game in the third quarter. Reisner now with the reception. Nice completion. Or no, it's Ben Marshall. Lost my noodle there, sorry. Ben Marshall on the reception, Anthony. Reisner threw it. Justin Brown goes to the top. Marshall going to work also. He's going to stay in that slot. Reisner out of a shotgun. 5:05 left to go in the first half. Reisner going to throw a screen to Justin Brown, and it almost went on the ground. Could have been intercepted, and the clock stops 5 minutes.
Might have heard them footsteps right there. Not a whole lot of blocking out there and didn't look the thing in. Don't think he would have gotten all that far, though. There was a lot of red jerseys in the area.
Well, it's third down now. Now you need just about a level 2 pass, Anthony. Clock stop, 5 minutes, 22-21, Cookeville. Big down, Anthony, big down. NBA 17, Baylor 14 in the third. They're on their feet here at Cookeville. Reisner rolling to the left. Got Pleasant blocking. He throws it.
It's a catch.
They're saying Ben Marshall's caught it. Chain gang moves. Boxman resets. Clock will fire with 4:51 left to go in the first.
What a catch right there, and what a throw, too, by Reisner. Rolling to his left, a right-handed quarterback able to put that thing where only Marshall can get it.
All righty, from a shotgun, Reisner with Jalen Pleasant. Has Pleasant have it coming this way, up to the 35, up to the 30, and he's up to the up to the 45-yard line,
And
Anthony.
Stork Blackman has done a good job here early in this game running the football. They have had some success.
They have. He's close to a first down. It's going to be second and a little bit. Reisner going on a quick snap with Pleasant to the right of him. Two-step drop, looking. Reisner lets it go downfield. He's wide open. He doesn't get it, Anthony. He wanted number 18, and that's Jamar Carson.
Just a little bit rich right there for Carson. And on a 2nd and 1 play right there, that's where you can take shots like that. Try to catch
they
the
was trying
defense
to
off
hustle
guard.
and let him, get that quick one and stick it to him right there is what he was trying to do on a quickie.
But now here on a 3rd and 1, run the ball, get this thing up the middle, pick up, move the sticks.
Pleasant is the tailback. Twins to the top. Marshall's in the slot. They got Johnny Manziel, Peyton Thomas. Peyton Thomas slings it, gets Pleasant. Pleasant on a screen, and Pleasant's working into the middle. He's got about 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
And it'll be interesting to see here.
Or he picks up the first down, excuse me.
They've done a good job of letting Pleasant get the ball in space as well. I know they like to throw these bubble screens to Brown. They throw them to Marshall, but Pleasant has been able to make some things happen with his feet tonight as well.
From the desk of Cecil Joyce, he's out at Eagleville. Eagleville 3, Collinwood 0. That's where he needs to be. Reisner lets it go. Wanted Ben Marshall, and it wasn't there, and the clock stops. 3:52, Anthony.
Trying to get Marshall there in the flat. Throw just missed him. Rolling to the right. They like to roll those quarterbacks out, try to get him some extra time.
Spring Hill 14, Mount Pleasant 7 in the second. Reisner, along with Peyton Thomas, is his tailback. Anthony to the left of him. Reisner slaps, lets it go. Peyton Thomas, Reisner lets it go. It's intercepted, Coach. Intercepted. Number 10 got it, kids. Mason Taylor.
And right there, Taylor as a safety, your number one job as a safety when you're playing back there in cover 2, read that quarterback's eyes. Always watch the eyes. Did it perfect. He saw Reisner turn his head, and as soon as he cocks that arm back, he breaks on that post pattern. He was there, picked it off. That's a textbook play right there by that young man.
Spring Hill 14, Mount Pleasant 7, Rockville 7, Coffee County 7, and they're at the half.
Big
in
turnover.
Manchester.
Big turnover right there for Cookeville. You got 2 timeouts, 3:47.
And you're getting the ball
back.
back.
Try to make it a 2-possession ball game, get the ball back. Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what they do. So they're going to run with number 15, Blake Owen, the freshman. And he's going to take a wildcat and put the clock in motion. He's going to work up to the 25. Cookeville cannot waste time. They got to get the ball set and roll. 3:33, the clock reads, 22-21 Cookeville. And Jimmy Mater's still got a couple of timeouts. He may want to use one here quickly. The freshman quarterback coming on the field, Blake Owen. You're not in danger, Will Robinson, but definitely you need to keep the chains moving, don't you, Anthony?
Absolutely. Yeah, going to be important to get down there and get some sort of points on this drive.
Blake Owen from a shotgun. Hands it off up the middle.
Ball came out.
Ball came out or somebody
Blackman's
took
got
it away from him.
Blackman's got it.
Did he take that ball away from him?
It got punched out on the tackle right there, and number 31, that is Guyon Young there to recover it, and Blackman quickly gets a turnover of its own and is going to get the ball back on the 35.
Man, just what a kooky play. I thought the kid had it, and then I was watching him run, and then all of a sudden I see a Blackman kid
He's
take
on
off.
his way going down, and when that kid come in to tackle him, was able to get his left arm in there, just punch the football out.
Oh,
good tackle right there, and the Blackman defense gets a much-needed turnover. 2:54 and 2 timeouts for you now.
yeah. Cookeville on top, 22-21. Reisner out of the shotgun with Jalen Pleasant. Reisner looking, catching heat. Reisner lets go high. Justin Brown. Justin Brown scores. Touchdown, Justin Brown. Touchdown, Blackman Blaze. And Anthony just.
A little bit of improvisation right there by Justin Brown. You know, I mean, they teach you as a receiver after you get done running the route, if you're not open, you got to make something happen. Reisner rolling to his left, avoiding pressure. Brown able to get 2 steps on the corner, and Reisner's able to float one up there to where only Brown can get it. Done a good job of really leading his receivers to the football tonight. And now Blackman trying to dot the I, go up by 6, or do they go for 2 here, try to make it a 7-point game? Going for 2, and he's got Marshall, a one-handed catch. The throw was behind him, but it's good. And now it is going to be Blackman. Let's go ahead and roll it here. 29, there we go. And Cookeville 22 with 2:46 left in the half.
Yeah. Heritage 14, Lenore City 14. JP2 21, Ravenwood 34. So that game flipped around.
Wow. Yeah,
Ravenwood,
it did.
I
Quick.
want to repeat that. We had a score earlier. JP2 was thrashing Ravenwood, and now Ravenwood is thrashing JP2. Amazing. 2:46 left to go here in the first half. Blackman on top, 29-22, and we're feeling that plateau heat, coolness, I mean. And I'm going to have to switch out cylinders. Do we have an empty one? Do we have an empty cylinder? All right, we'll get them going. I think I've kicked one off the circuit over here. I guess they got the extra point too, 35. Wow, Ravenwood 35 now. Ravenwood 35, JP2 21. And that's in the second. That's a lot of points, Sam, out of those two schools in the second quarter. Miles Torrey kicks off. Going to go in the end zone. Cookeville will start from the 20, and plenty of time, Anthony. I mean, you got 2:46. Run your 2-minute drill.
Yeah, got to make sure that you hang on to the football, though, Stork. Ball security important here. Definitely don't want to turn it over again and give Blackman the ball back because you know how quickly they can score.
Absolutely. Jimmy Maynard over there talking to him with 2:46. Blackman's on top now, 29-22. And if you're just now joining us on Stork Vision, our sponsor tonight, as always, is John Jones. John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes like John. If you're buying, building, or selling a home, it all starts with John. They're running with the freshman quarterback, and that's Blake Owen. Hand it off to number 24 on a jet sweep. That's Austin
Out
Davenport.
of bounds. Did he get out?
They're not going to say he's out. The clock will continue to work, Anthony, with 2:33 left to go in the first half. Blackman got this ball at the start of the game.
I would
mark on
assume
the
at this point,
and a half.
with Thompson still on the sidelines down there on the bench, they're probably going to roll with Owen the rest of the night. I don't know if his injury will allow him to come back in.
Well, I don't know, but they're rolling with the freshman quarterback. This is Blake Owen. He operates from a shotgun with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here in the first half. Run and play.
Oh,
look
wow.
who's busted it. Number 4, kids. Evan Whited. That's their bell count. He works up to the midfield mark of the 50-yard line.
And had it not been for number 45, Matthew Oliveri out there to make that stop, Whited was starting to get into second gear right there, and he was about to bust that thing into the end zone.
Yeah, we both are all surprised that the Riverdale game is a no score at the first half, but East Nashville's a good team, Sam, and Will Kreisky warned us of that. Got a lot of speed. Trips down here at the bottom and one to the top as the freshman quarterback's looking. Threw a screen pass, threw it behind him. It was incomplete. MTSU.
They call it they did call it incomplete finally.
MTSU 44, UConn 13 in the fourth quarter with 8 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the ball game. We got a score alert. Lipscomb Academy 21, CPA 0, 9:45 left to go in the second quarter. So Trent Dilfer beating up on Ingle Martin.
Of course, both of those teams lost by one possession to Oakland.
Yes.
Those are both teams only lost.
Oakland Patriots took on Lipscomb. Oakland Patriots took on CPA. Hung a loss on both of them. Kevin Creasy's at 9-0, and he's number 1 in Region 4 6A. From a shotgun, and the little freshman quarterback going to take it and going to get about 3 yards, Anthony.
Buck 29 and counting. It looks like they're going to call that first timeout, I think. No, Blackman called timeout there.
Okay, Sam, I brought him down a little bit and let me know. William Blunt 15, Hardin Valley 15. You're okay, Anthony? I guess you got a little hot.
Oh,
Sammy
did
said. I don't know. Sammy said you got hot.
Well,
William Blunt,
he's
15,
listening.
Hardin Valley, 15, fourth. He said either bring you up or bring him down, one or the other. Dobbins Bennett 14, Oak Ridge 3 in the fourth quarter. And we're timeout here on the plateau with buck 23 left to go in the first half. Blackman's on top 29-22, but Cookeville's got the ball. Cookeville will get the ball as the start of the second half. And like we'd like to say, we appreciate our sponsor, John Jones Real Estate, and we will be out at Rockville next Friday night at the launch pad for the final game of the regular season. NBA 24, Baylor 14, 5:14 left to go in the third. They give it to number 4, Whited. He works up to the 35, Anthony, and gets out of bounds.
Yeah,
Buck
that's
17.
absolutely the important part right there by Whited, the senior running back, knowing I got to get to the sidelines here to stop this clock so we can preserve those 2 timeouts.
Thompson 21, Hoover 10. Thompson's a big school out of Alabaster, Sam. That's where all of them go. Hillsboro 0, Mount Juliet 0 at the half. From a shotgun, they've gone to Jaden Barker. Barker still on his feet, kids. He's at the 30. He's at the 25. He's up to the 24.
Wow.
Jaden Barker, the junior, 5'10", 180 pounds.
And that kid can put the moves on you, Stork. We've seen him do it on another occasion tonight. Able to shift his way to a first down there.
We're under a minute here at Cookeville. The ball's marked just on the 23. Here comes the Cavaliers. 2 to the top, 1 at the bottom. And running with Barker. And the handoff Whited. Whitey's got it. Whitey's good. Man, they're just trying to stop him. He's works up to the 16-yard line.
Here's one of these timeouts. Coach Maynard
burn that
immediately.
timeout. Yeah, burn the timeout. 42 ticks left.
You still got one more, which I assume they will probably keep in their back pocket should they have to call a quick timeout to kick a field goal.
Well, what do you do here? Here's the final from East Tennessee, and it turned out just like what you thought, but it didn't turn out. Knox West 7, Maryville 35, and Knox West, who played a tough game against Alcoa. And
yeah, I mean, honestly, again, still probably one of Maryville's tougher opponents this year, and you see what the Rebels are able to do to them.
Just annihilate them. So, as we were saying, and it kind of plays out, that second round more than likely, we said in the playoffs, if everything can work out, because Ben Cottle would be the 4th seed, he'd have to beat Lebanon to keep it all of Rutherford County and them come back home. But if they win, Rockville would go to Riverdale, and Ben Cottle would go to Ray Hughes Stadium, and that'd be a tough task. But Ben Cottle didn't get to play them in the regular season, but he sure might get to play them in the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
From a shotgun, the freshman will work. He's looking. He lets it go, kids. It's up in the air. Touchdown, and he got him on a pass interference, and it's number 5, Donovan Sullivan. Touchdown, Cookeville Cavaliers, the senior.
What a catch right there by Donovan Sullivan. Literally has a man hanging on his back, is able to adjust to an underthrown football and haul that thing in, Stork. What a play right there.
And there's the sound of the cannon.
Good Lord, I'm never going to get used to it.
I never am either. So PAT attempt in order. We got a good one in Cookeville, kids.
Yeah, we do. This has been a heck of a ball game. Love it.
And Dave Swanson wears the white hat tonight up here on the plateau. Let's see what he says. He's talking about something still left on the field or what?
Pass interference. Penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
He's going to enforce it on the kickoff. Farragut 21, Fulton 20, NBA 24, Baylor 21. In the final, Greenville 49, Morristown 7. On a PAT attempt, your kicker, Andy Crockett. He pops it, kids. 29, 36 seconds left. And Cookeville's going to get the ball, kids, starting the second half.
We got a boat race on our hands. I love it.
We got a good game.
If you like offense, we got you tonight.
Yeah, we do, sure do. Sam said this is great. We're having a ball. So anyway, I'm glad you're being entertained, and I hope everybody else is here on Friday Night Lights Stork Vision in the state of Tennessee. As I said before, the mayor of Cookeville is Ricky Shelton. He's been in office since 2014. Max Pettit is the principal here at Cookeville High School. The head coach got let me come up here. We've been interviewing him for quite some time. Head coach Jimmy Maynard. That all happened because of Coach Kevin Creasy. He's the one that said, you got to interview Jimmy Maynard. What are you doing? Why are you not interviewing Coach Jimmy Maynard? So we started interviewing Coach Jimmy Maynard. That was driven by a coach. A lot of them are driven by coaches. This is a guy you need to have on. This is a guy that knows what he's talking about. And we're grateful for having him, and we're grateful to be here tonight. We've had a great season so far. We got about 3 broadcasts left after tonight. We'll take every one we can get as long as the weather will hold. We're going to get Fiorella married off here in the middle of the season. You got a week left?
I got a week left. Next Saturday's the day.
Tyner 0, Alcoa 35. That's a final. So Gary Rankin was worried about the Tornadoes getting back on track. And they beat the fire out of Tyner. Summit 43, Shelbyville 7. And that's Chandler Tiger. And what's the deal?
They're talking about the pass interference where they're stepping the kickoff.
Well, Anthony, you just want to just throw it in the end zone. Just kick it in the end zone. What difference does it make? You don't want them to run it back. 36 seconds left. That's the best solution. Kick it in the end zone.
Well, he ain't got far to go. He's only got to kick it 45 yards.
Yeah, just squib kick it right in the end zone.
Honestly, just a regular old squib kick may not be a bad idea. Try to get the ball back right here because even if you don't recover, still good field position.
He's going to bust it into the end zone. That's a good call by Coach Maynard. So they'll start at their own 20. Lenore City 20, Heritage 14, 4:18 left to go in that one.
Blackman does still have 2 timeouts here. So if you can reel off a long pass.
If anybody will try it, it'll be them.
Yeah.
And knowing that they're not getting the ball at the start of the second half.
You want to try to at least hang 3 on them here before the half.
Knotted up here at 29 with 36 seconds left in the first half. We're at 29s. And let's see, he's going to send Reisner out. He's got Ben Marshall in there, and Ben's going to go to the top with Justin Brown. And they're running that 2-on-2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Reisner looking, lets it go. No. They wanted Ben Marshall, the guy quoted, and he's not up there. 30 seconds left.
Cookeville here, I'm sure, will work the boundaries, trying to keep Blackman in bounds defensively. But it's also important for those safeties to shore things up over the middle. They have hit on some big passes.
Looks like they're running the same play, and now Reisner's getting some heat. Oh, and almost intercepted.
That's going to be grounding, Stork. That was an offensive lineman. Did that get back to the line of scrimmage?
They're not going to call it, Anthony. It's 24 ticks. Maybe you need to talk to Dave Swanson at the half about that. But they did not call the intentional grounding.
I mean, he definitely was not outside the tackle box. I don't think it got back to the line of scrimmage. And that hit number 78 in the back of the head. I don't think number 78 plays wide receiver.
No. 24 ticks left. Knotted up at 29.
All right. Well, what do I know?
Here we
That's
go.
why we're up here, right?
Yeah, Reisner from a shotgun. Jalen Pleasant to the left. Trips to the top, 1 to the bottom, and the whistles blow. Here we go. 3rd down. Looking. Bleachers are shaking. Reisner looking. Reisner catching heat. Reisner got to let it go. He lets it go. And Ben
what
Marshall's
a catch
got
by
it.
Marshall.
50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. They kick him out of bounds. Number 10, Mason Taylor.
And he had both Brown and Marshall there adjusting, getting to where Reisner can see them, decides to go to Marshall, and that was huge, breaking that tackle and being able to get out of bounds and get into field goal range.
What's bigger than that is there's only 10 seconds left on the clock, and Reisner's going to try to score. Watch Justin Brown at the top of the screen. They got Marshall in the slot, but watch Brown. Reisner looking. Reisner sees Marshall, and that's who he's got. Marshall goes out of bounds, and I don't know. Now it's 3 seconds. So time for one play.
What do we got here? They say he was out of bounds, or did they Say he's out of bounds.
Yeah, he's out of bounds, so now you got to
Can
go for
they
the end
kick
zone.
from here?
No, you can't kick. You're going for the end zone. That's what you're going to do. You're not kicking. 3 seconds left, 29-29 here in the first half. Go for the end zone, Anthony. I send Ben Marshall, and I make him jump up and get it. You send Brown and Marshall and just –
I guess it's outside of Torrey's range. They're definitely going for it.
I just think
You'd be looking at about a 35-yard field goal.
I think it's a better play just to go for the 7. I think your chances are better. Either way, it's not our call. Reisner from a shotgun. Pleasant. 2-step, 3-step. Quarter's going to end. Reisner lets it go. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the half. We are knotted up at 29. We're going to take a little break. Judy's going to put the camera on the midfield. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back. I'm going to give you 24 minutes of football, but we're knotted up at 29s at halftime. Hello, are we back? Yeah, I'm back. Hey, kids, what's going on? I got a bunch of stuff going on. Let's see if I can give you some scores and catch you up. We've had a great first half here, and it's knotted up at 29 with 24 minutes in front of me. And we're at the Cookeville Blackman game, just so as you know. Here I've got a bunch of them, and we're going to run down these. At the half, Mount Gilead 0, Hillsboro 0, Brentwood Academy 17, Ensworth 7, Shelbyville 43, or Summit 43, Shelbyville 7, Smith County 7, Macon County 7, BGA and FRA, BGA 17, FRA 7, Lawrence County 38, Hillwood 0, Waverly 30, Cheatham County 0, Franklin County 7, Warren County 0, McEwen 52, South Fulton 6, and West Heritage 14, Stewart County 14, Beach 14, Brentwood 28, 10:01 left in the third. Peabody 14, Huntington 35 in the third. Loudon 14, McMinn 14, that's in the third. Cleveland 14, Giles County 14 at the half. A final, MTSU 44, Yukon 13. Rockville 14, Coffee County 14. 4:33 left to go in the third. Rick Rice is in a big battle. And, Anthony, we saw Coffee County last year go against Rockville. And if you remember that game, that was a good game, Coach.
Yeah, it was. Coffee County came out on top in that one, didn't they?
Yes, they sure did.
Was a good ball game, though.
NBA 31, Baylor 21, 6:20 left to go in the game. And Anthony, run back through this one. It's been a crazy, kooky game so far, but a lot of points.
Boat race. It's been an absolute boat race, Stork. I mean, both offenses just scoring and scoring at will. And even though Thompson goes down for Cookeville, they insert freshman Brady Owen into the ball game. That offense hasn't missed a beat. This has been the best offensive showing of the year thus far for Cookeville. Blackman, of course, has had, they're going, pound for pound with them. They're keeping up scoring, but I think what it's going to come down to here, Stork, is can one of these defenses get one more stop or one more turnover than the other? Because I think this is going to end a one-possession ball game.
Cookeville's going to end up getting the ball here at the start of the second half. Blackman won the toss, and they wanted the ball, Anthony, start the game.
And they come out, they scored, they got a 2-point conversion.
With about a minute and 17 seconds, kids, for them to score. Nothing.
It was real quick, absolutely. But it'll be interesting to see adjustment-wise what each team does. Cookeville was able to get that interception defensively, kept Blackman out of the end zone on that last drive. Blackman was able to get a turnover off of a forced fumble. So, obviously for Blackman defensively, I think it's going to be, look, we got to find a way to stop the run. We got to keep Owen contained. We got to keep number 8, Jordan Burris, contained, Jaden Baker contained. I think you got to force Owen to try to beat you over the top. And if you are Cookeville, you got to put some pressure on these Blackman quarterbacks.
As we said before, knotted up at 29, less than 30 seconds. We're going to get the second half underway. It's 52 degrees here on the plateau, and it's
52.
Yeah,
it feels colder than that.
It does, as always here on the plateau, and under a waning gibbous phase moon, as we get ready to play 24 minutes of high school football in 6A action in the state of Tennessee. These are non-region games, so they count, but they don't count. And more than likely, Blackman is out of the playoffs. First time since 2009. Tom Krager quoted that, called me today and said that's the first time since 2009. And Cookeville more than likely also out of the playoffs with only one win. Ray County 48, Baylor 40, Bradley 42, MBA 38, Baylor 21, 5:28 left to go in the game.
Yeah, Thompson definitely not coming back into the ball game. His pads are off. He's down there on the track talking to somebody. He has 2 crutches.
So that's Mace Thomas, and the quarterback, the junior, 6'2", 215, is out. That means they'll more than likely run with that freshman quarterback, Blake Owen, number 15. And a final, Owensboro 58, Grayson County 7. That was a spinning clock, Sammy. A spinning clock. And it sounds like it was at Grayson County with that bottom score. So the running Red Devils getting ready to load the bus up at 20 till 9 and head home from Litchfield down Highway 54. With 2:08 left to go in the third, Riverdale 7, East Nashville 0. And Will Kreisky was a little concerned about this game, and now we kind of know why. Right now we've got 24 minutes in front of us, and let's let it roar here on the plateau of Cookeville as Blackman kicks off. Going to start about the 1, Anthony, up to the 5, 10, 15, up to the 20, up to the 25, up to the 30, still on his feet up to the 35, and rocks down to about the 40-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want right there. If you're Cookeville, a big return on the kick, and they're going to set up shop at about the 40.
Number 9, Cade Apple was the kid on the return. And a final, William Blunt 15, Hardin Valley 22. Phillip is now 1-9. Well, no, 1-8.
1-8.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
He could be 1-9. We don't know. Tough loss for he was really wanting to get those kids a win, and a tough loss. William Blunt 15, Hardin Valley 22. Must have been a good game. Phillip got a little behind in the game and tried to fight back. And now the freshman quarterback, Blake Owen.
Everybody moved but the center.
He wasn't in on what the call was or what the snap count was he? Somebody needs to tell him what the snap count is.
Snap infraction.
You did a little snapping in high school, didn't you, Anthony?
A little bit.
Didn't like it, though, did you?
Did not like it. I was a freshman year. I played center and was also a long snapper, and it took one time. I snapped it over the punter's head out of the back of the end zone. They said, "That's it, you're done."
Tyler Eady did that as a freshman, and Phillip, he never did that again. And went on and played in the OVC and was a heck of a center. Graduated from Smyrna, graduated from UT Martin with his master's, and now he's a coach over at Oakland Middle. Quarterback pulls it and keeps it, and that's the freshman, and they're trying to jerk it out. He's going to get forward possession, but not going to get much. It's still going to be second down and going to need a level 2, Anthony.
Yeah, maybe a yard there. Blackman, of course, they do like to blitz, especially up the middle. Haven't had much success with it here so far tonight as it's come to stopping the run here.
Knotted up at 29, and we're early in the third quarter. 11:25 left to go here in the third quarter. We're tied at 29. This is the first series of the second half. Blackman got the ball at the start of the game, and Cookeville's got it now at the start of the second half on a third down situation, and they're going to hand it off. And Buddy, he's got it, 40, 35, 50, up to the 45, up to the 40, runs out of bounds. Waylon White at their bell cow.
Just a power play to the left right there. Stork gets behind that pulling guard, has a good hole right there off the left side. Blackman blitzing off the weak side. Did not work right there, and a good run by Whited.
Yeah, and that puts the ball just at the 37-yard line of the Blackman Blaze. 1st and 10 now for Cookeville. Big run for them. Freshman quarterback handling it well tonight. Bad snap. They hand it off anyway, right up the middle for it. It worked out well. Evan Whited picked up about 6 yards, Anthony.
Yeah, good job right there by the quarterback, Owen, adjusting to that snap to be able to get the football to his running back in time right there.
David Limbaugh with a tweet. Armand with a 28-yard field goal. Riverdale's now on top, 10-0 across East Nashville. Hillsboro 6, Mount Juliet 0. 10:26 left to go in the third. 10:35, 10:34 here at Cookeville. Knotted up at 29s. We're in with the first series right now with the Cookeville Cavaliers as the ball's marked on the 31-yard line. They got the ball at the start of the second half. The freshman quarterback is operating for the Cavaliers. He's going to try to work it up right through the middle. And so they let Baker go on a wildcat, and it's going to be a little short. 3rd and short, Anthony. And what do you do here? You just run it?
Yeah, I mean, as well as you've been running the ball on this drive, I know Jimmy Maynard would like to tell his guys, look, and I know I said before the game this offensive line has had a rough year, but they are doing well tonight. Get behind those big boys, let them get you first down.
Ball marked on the 28 on a third down situation. 3rd and short. Their number with 1. They're going to let 1 have it. And he's going to get the first down as he slung forward, Anthony, on forward possession, and that's Baker on a Wildcat.
Yeah, Ben Marshall was there to make the tackle to get to him quick, but only needed 2 yards, and that's what he got.
Score alert, Coffee County 21, Rockville 14. Rick Rice is in trouble in the third over in Manchester. Right now the ball is on the 25-yard line. First and 10. Whitey still running, and Pleasant brought him down. Number 1, Jalen Pleasant, playing defensive back and also playing running back. Whitey
Good
picked
job
up
right there by Pleasant coming up from his safety position on the weak side of the field, able to use those wheels and get to the football quick.
2nd and 8. Clock continues to work in the third. Jimmy Maynard burning that time. 8:49 left to go in the third. He's going to hang on to it, kids. JP2 21, Ravenwood 42. So Ravenwood putting it on JP2. Will Hester and them, the Raptors. Thompson 21, Hoover 10. Thompson's a good school, Sam. Real good. It's where everybody goes down there. Baker coming this way. Hey, face mask. They got him right there, Anthony. Did you see that face mask? And there's the penalty. They jerked his helmet. 23. Caught you. Face mask. Fuller Elmore pulled the face mask. Let's see if that's what Dave Swanson's got. Personal foul. Called against Cookeville.
Oh, a holding call on
a holding call. You missed the face mask. I mean, Swanson and them missed that face mask and catch him on a holding. What about the – oh, look at Jimmy Maynard. Very upset. He is hot. Missed the face mask. And I would be too. When the ball carrier's got the ball and you face mask him and you don't see it, how do you not see that? They had the ball.
Well, there was not a referee on that side of the field. I will say that. I don't know where he was. I didn't see him, though.
He's coming this way, Anthony, and everybody on the screen saw it.
Yeah, we did.
10-yard penalty, and that still second down. Twins to the top, and the freshman quarterback's got a lot to make up. He's going to try to take it on a Wildcat. Boy, they're getting to him, and he's hanging on to the ball, Anthony. He's going to get a little bit of it back, but not enough. Now it's third down.
Blackman sent the house right there, and they got back there quick. Owen had nothing downfield, and his only option was to keep. Made a little bit of something out of nothing, but you're looking at a third, and from here to, let's say, Knoxville.
Well, at least all the way over to Crossville.
Yeah.
The next city. Or Monterey. Monterey would be right up the road. Here we go. Freshman quarterback going to work with Baker. He's looking. He's going to let it go, kids. Oh, threw it out of bounds. Now it's fourth down. Now, Anthony, what do you do? It's too far to punt. It's pooch punt?
I don't know. I think you do have enough field that you could punt if you want, but I believe they're going to keep the offense on the field here and see if they can at least get a chunk taken out of this.
Well, that'd be the same as punting, wouldn't it? I mean, if you don't, as long as you don't kick it through the end zone. Halftime, Lipscomb.
Yeah, they're gonna. I think they're gonna they're punting the ball.
You're gonna pooch punt it.
Nope. The offense is on the field.
Hey, hold on, kids. We're knotted up. NBA 38, Baylor 28. No, it's 38-28. NBA's beating Baylor. Sorry, 307 number dyslexia. Lipscomb Academy 21, CPA at the half. The freshman quarterback Owen lets it go.
Pass interference.
Justin Brown, and they got somebody on pass interference. Are they going to get them on? They're going to get them on defensive pass interference. This will be a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Twice tonight that Blackman has had a big pass interference penalty on a 3rd and long. Jimmy Maynard not afraid to go down the field and challenge.
Here we go. The pass interference called against fourth down. So it remains fourth down, but you get the pass interference in the 15 yards.
Penalty.
So now the ball's going to be marked on the 19-yard line. 7:11 left to go in the third. Knotted up at 29. He's a 4th and 5. That helped him out a whole
They're
lot,
going
Anthony.
Wildcat.
Going Wildcat. Going to put 2. Whitey back there and got 1. Baker. Whitey's got it. It's on the ground. Now the ball's on the ground and Blackman's got it. Bad handoff. He just didn't have it when he took off.
And a big turnover right there. Blackman needed a stop big time. Cookeville able to run some time off the clock there, but no points.
Yeah, they took 5 minutes off the clock, Anthony. 7 minutes left to go in the third. We're still knotted up at 29. Now Blackman's got it, and they'll start from their own 20 as if it was just a kickoff.
Absolutely.
So you really needed those yards. You needed those points. A little bit of damage done, but not a whole lot. You just don't need to let them score. So now they're going to go with Reisner. They got the little Johnny Manziel quarterback, and that's Peyton Thomas right beside him. Watch for what goes on. Fake it, little Reisner looking. Let it go. Oh, Pleasant tripped and was wide open. Donovan Sullivan, number 5, could have been the eligible receiver. Clock stopped 6:57.
Yeah, I mean, just they're trying to hit a go route right there. You know, they get Pleasant out in the open field and one-on-one coverage. Just fell over, like you said.
You feeling that heat now, Anthony?
Yeah.
It's feeling good, isn't it? As it's rolling across our legs here on the plateau. Says it's 52 degrees, feels like 32 from a shotgun. Going to let Thomas slings it. They're going to get him. Pass interference against Cookeville. Justin Brown drew him. And that'll be a 15-yard penalty. So they have to hold where they are across the way, and we'll let them step it off. Let's see if we got a score here. A little MLB action after 5 innings. Still Red Sox 0, Astros 1.
ALCS.
Yeah. That's where Sonny wants them to come. He wants them to come from that American League. We had a great interview with Sonny Gray. That's up on YouTube. Got our app in the Apple App Store along with the Google Play Store. It's called Stork Vision. Go ahead and download it, and then you can keep up with us and when we're on the air. The sponsor tonight is John Jones. John Jones Real Estate. We do not have a clock camera, and that it didn't fire. It didn't turn on. We'll just have to check it out. But anyway, it's 6:47 left to go in the third. Knotted up at 29. It's been a good ball game. Blackman's got the ball and just got a pass interference. Reisner and handed off Jalen Pleasant. Right side, Anthony, right up the middle. And boy, going to get about 12 yards, Coach. First down. Chain gang will move. Boxman will reset, and that's all in about
good job by that Blackman
34-yard
offensive
line.
front right there on the zone play to the right. They get their hats outside of everybody from Cookeville, and Pleasant's able to hit the hole quick.
Ball's marked on the 33.5. Reisner from a shotgun. Pleasant behind him. Fakes it to Pleasant. Rolling to the left. He's catching heat and got it away. Ben Marshall's got it. Marshall up to the 35, 30, 25, 20. Drugged down at about, Anthony, the 17.
Good catch and run right there by Ben Marshall. Not necessarily the yak guy, but tonight surely has been for the Blaze, and he's got him set up in the red zone.
Seth Kincaid was there on the stop for the Cookeville Cavaliers. Reisner from a shotgun with Pleasant right behind him. They got Justin Brown down here, but they let Pleasant have it. He's going to be wrapped up quickly, Anthony, as the Cavaliers get to him. Number 50 was there first, the big lineman Jackson Ray, senior 6'2", 240.
Just beat his man right across his face on a down block right there, gets into the backfield, makes a good tackle, Stork.
Well, 5:52, and we're in the second quarter, 2nd and 12, still knotted up at 29. Blackman's got the ball. And now they're going to run with Peyton Thomas. Got Justin Brown at the top of the screen. Pay attention, and Marshall's in the slot. Peyton Thomas going to throw it. Justin Brown, he's got him. Right about 6.
Little RPO action right there, Stork. A good job of Thomas getting rid of the football before his linemen get too far upfield. Hits Justin Brown on the in route, and that's going to be a first down.
First and goal, Central 21, Christian Brothers 28. Come on, Coach McDaniel. They're going to operate with Peyton Thomas from a shotgun. They got Pleasant back there. Let Pleasant have it. Pleasant on the right side. Pleasant going to try to go into the end zone. Nine's trying to tackle him. They're pushing. Going to call it dead right there, Anthony, about at the 3rd-yard line. It's going to make it 2nd and goal, 2nd and 3.
Pistol set, gets behind his H-back right there. Got some push. Cookeville just able to stack him up.
All right, got Reisner in there now, Anthony, and got Marshall in the slot. Reisner coming this way. Reisner lets it go. We got Ben Marshall. Touchdown, Ben Marshall. Touchdown, Blackman Blaze.
Great design on the play right there. We've seen that a few times out of Blackman this year. You get both receivers running a slant, get those corners run off toward the middle of the field, opens Ben Marshall up in the flat, and Reisner does the rest. Touchdown, Blackman, and they get their lead back.
Well, it's a final from Tyner Academy as Alcoa blows through them 42-0 in a running clock. 4:41 as the clock stops, and Blackman's now gone on top, 35-29. PAT attempt in order on an untimed down. Waiting on that. Appreciate you joining us. As always, John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes like John. Under a waning gibbous moon. You're going to go for 2. Judy the Beauty's operating the camera tonight, kids, and doing a good job. Reisner sees his man, and Pleasant can't pull it in, and the PAT is no good, Anthony.
So a 6-point lead now for Blackman.
Well, they got one going on down in Alabama. Thompson 21, Hoover 17. Watch that one, Sam. Thompson's the big school down there around Alabaster. John Hester will tell you all about Thompson High School. His daughter goes there. Gabby. Appreciate everybody joining us tonight on the broadcast. Hopefully we are doing a good job. Once again, the young lady operating the camera, that's Judy the Beauty. My color analyst tonight, that's Anthony Fiorella. My name's Stork Montgomery on this contraption, and we love that you're watching Stork Vision in Game 9, Week 10. As we're up here on the plateau and got a little bit of a shootout. Now, Blackman just scored, did not get the PAT, Anthony. 4:41 left to go in the 3rd. Jimmy Maynard needs to strike back.
Yeah, this is a big drive offensively for Cookeville because what you've had so far tonight, it's one after the other, one after the other. Both teams trading punch for punch, pound for pound. What you don't want if you're Cookeville is to not get any points on this drive and then go down 2 possessions. We have not had a 2-possession game yet.
All right, as we get ready to get off, Miles Torrey puts his right foot into it and lets it go. And going to go, it's going to be fielded from the end zone. 5, 10, 15, 20, up to the 25, up to the 30, and brought down at about the 35 with a good return and brought it out of the end zone, Anthony. The refs didn't call it. Number 8, Jordan Burris. All righty, we got a little score alert here. David Limbaugh reports that Alex Mitchell with 11 yards, scoop and score. 6:04 left in the 3rd. Arrows up, 17-0 Warriors. And that's over at Tomahawk Stadium. Tom Nolan Field, MTCS 41, Wayne County 12, 8:43 left in the game. And that's where Rick Rice is from, Wayne County. And here we go, the freshman quarterback trying to make it go. They hand off on a jet sweep this way. We're going to work up to the 40, up to the 45, and a nice run, Anthony. He's going to get that first down. That's number 24, Austin Davenport, the senior, 6 foot, 175 pound, made a great run.
Just a jet sweep, able to get out there on the edge and use his speed to get to the sideline, make the rest work, and Cookeville's on the move. They get it up to midfield quickly.
Absolutely, with 4:27 left to go here in the 3rd, and Blackman's on top, 35-29. And a beautiful night up here on the plateau, little nippy, but great crappie fishing if you're getting away in the morning.
Sure is. I'm going.
There you go. From a shotgun, I'm sure Wells Montgomery will be out there. And now the freshman quarterback going to take it on a Wildcat and lowers his head, Anthony, and gets a yard or 2. It's going to be about 2nd and 8. Let's call it, 2nd and 8. I like that. The clock will continue to work.
If you're Cookeville, definitely stay with the run here in the second half because you continue to run the ball. The later and later that it gets into this ball game, the more and more Blackman's defense will start to wear down.
Absolutely. 2nd and 8 now here in Cookeville, and the ball's marked on the 48. Our sponsor tonight is John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes like John. Here we go from a shotgun. The freshman quarterback going to try to work. He hands it off, coming this way. Whited Wasn't a whole lot there, was there? Keeping them honest.
Not much. And another 3rd and long. Blackman has struggled with some penalties here on some pass interference calls on some deep passes. So see what happens here on this 3rd and 9.
Absolutely. 3:21 left to go in the 3rd. Jimmy Maynard's right in this thing as Blackman's up 35-29. Kids are playing their guts out. So the quarterback is Blake Owen. He's a freshman. He's 6'1", 180 pounds, and he's operating the Cavalier defense. Fakes it, slings it, completes it to number 5, Donovan Sullivan. He gets a little of it back, Anthony.
And I think where you're at on the field, as well as they've been running the ball, I think Jimmy Maynard's probably going to go for it here.
On a 4th and 1, and the ball just creeps almost on the 40.5. You got to think. You're going to go Wildcat or something, just run it right up the middle, Anthony. I mean, just lower your head and give it everything you got. They got the freshman quarterback in there, and they got number 2, Waylon Whited, right in there with him. Waylon Whited.
Oh, I don't think he got it.
No, he didn't. They stopped him. Number 23 got up in there and stuck him, and that's Fuller Elmore.
A good job as well by number 97, David Wilkinson, and number 90, William King, plugging up the middle right there. Big stop defensively for Blackman, and now you've got a chance to make it a 2-possession ball game. It'd be the first time we've had that tonight.
We got a score alert because Rockvale's in trouble, y'all. Coffee County 28, Rockvale 14. Rick Rice is in trouble in the 3rd. The Rockets could be going down. Going to have to get after them seniors, about 26, 27 of them, Anthony, and get on their back. 22-21 left. And now we got Peyton Thomas in there, and he'll operate from a shotgun. Thomas slings it, completes it to Justin Brown on the left side, and he gets out of bounds.
Good job right there. A good stiff arm there from Brown, able to pick up some extra yardage where it looked like he was going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. That hurt. A little flash photography down there right in my eye.
I saw that. 2:15 left to go here in the 3rd. Like we said, Blackman's on top, 35-29. They score. Could really put a lot of pressure on Jimmy Maynard. Reisner lets it go. Boy, beautiful pass. Oh, and it was almost intercepted. Oh, they want a flag.
Presley Jarrett on the coverage right there.
I don't know about that,
That's going to be his 2nd pass interference call of the night. It looked
like
he made a play on the ball.
That's what I was looking at. It looked like he went after the ball. Didn't look like he had his hands. Jimmy Maynard's giving him a little bit of the news.
He doesn't like it.
He doesn't like it. I didn't like it. I'm with Coach Maynard. It doesn't make any difference. They're going to step it off 15 yards and bust him for it. Man. And it's a play like that, Anthony. Boy, it just gives Blackman the momentum, the fuel, what Chandler Tiger needs. And now Reisner will operate with Pleasant. Looking, throws, completes it. Not before Cookeville wraps him up and keeps it going. They complete it to 27. Tristan Traub.
Collier out there in the flat, and a good play right there by Jared, who just had the penalty.
Actually, it's Anthony Collier. You're right. It's Collier again.
To make the tackle right there at the line of scrimmage. And Stork, it's getting late here. We're getting close to that 4th quarter.
Buck 37 left to go. Blackman's got the lead. Reisner from a shotgun. Looking, completes it. Ben Marshall, y'all, and he's dangerous. He's going to get a first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock with a buck 26. The Cookeville fans are getting irate.
Yeah, they wanted a hold down here on the right tackle, Adam Hickerson, I think.
They know their football, Anthony. I assure you here in Cookeville. From a shotgun, Reisner going to work with Pleasant just to the left. Reisner looking, throws, completes the screen pass, and they jerk him and sling him to the ground, and that's Ben Marshall. 6 just twisted his ankle or did something.
He's cramping.
Is he cramping?
Yep.
Yep. Boy, you saw him go down real quick, didn't you?
Yeah.
Loss of fluids.
He immediately, when he went down, just took that ankle and started pulling it back toward himself. You know exactly what that is when you see that.
Not enough fluids.
Not enough fluids. Even when it's cold outside, you still got to drink water. You sweat a lot out here when you're running around. You'd be surprised.
And once you get down like that, you can't get them back. You
No.
can't get your fluids back in you. So now you're upside down in the game.
It's gross, but they pump you full of Pedialyte.
End of the third. BA 33, Ensworth 14.
Pedialyte and what Miss Shad used to do with us, pickle juice.
Well, David Swanson is the ref as timeouts called on the field. Buck 14, Blackman's on top, 35-29, just in case you're just joining us. Tonight our sponsors, John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes like John. And I'm really concerned about Rick Rice and the Rockville Rockets as Coffee County's whipping up on them right now. All we got is it's 28-14 in the third.
2-possession ball game.
Sam, see if you can get on that game and find something out of Manchester or Coffee County and get us a play-by-play. Who knows? Right now, Peyton Thomas is operating from a shotgun. Twins to the top. Pleasant goes in motion. Thomas looking. Let's go. That left hand. He's a southpaw.
What a
And he
catch.
got Ben Marshall.
Ben Marshall up the seam, his third touchdown of the night, running up that seam, makes a one-handed grab. Spectacular catch there by Marshall.
Touchdown Marshall, touchdown Blackman Blaze. Green Hill 48, Station Camp 48, that's in the fourth. And Josh Crouch is the coach at Green Hill, and he's the one that caught the pass to beat Riverdale on the run for the 2006 state championship for Smyrna Bulldogs. As they're celebrating over there, as Smyrna's probably beating McGavick. Buck 6 left, 41-29. PAT attempt in order. Blackman's on top, and they got Peyton Thomas in there, the lefty. He's rolling. He's going to keep it, go right in. Touchdown Thomas, touchdown Blackman on the 2-point conversion. That'll make it 43-29. Stewart's Creek 21, Wilson Central 13 in the fourth. Thank you, Sam, for that update. Ben Cottle staying ahead by 7 and said Wilson Central's really good. And hopefully that picture is looking good as it's blowing right through your living room. And Judy the Beauty should be doing a great job here up on the plateau. Our sponsor tonight, once again, John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes like John. Can't thank Max Pettit enough for letting us come up. He's the principal here at Cookeville High School. The mayor of the city of Cookeville's Ricky Shelton. He's been the mayor here since 2014. Beautiful country up here.
14-point lead now for Blackman. First 2-possession lead of the ball game for either team. And this is big here because if you continue playing a boat race style of game where both teams score every time here
Well, the
on
problem
out,
is Cookeville hadn't
run into
scored.
a problem.
Yeah, Cookeville hadn't scored, and they really this is it. They got to do something here, Anthony, or if Blackman gets it back, that you might as well seal the coffin. Because Cookeville's just not that. I mean, we've seen them score quick tonight, but I think they've surprised themselves on those quick score situations. Anyway, here we are returning it. And going to get up to about the 33. That's number 9, Cade Apple.
They have done a very good job in the kicking game tonight, Stork.
Or no, it's number 8, excuse me, Burris. Yeah, it was Burris, excuse me, on the return, number 8.
Or position, excuse me, not possession. Minute left in the third quarter.
And it's 9-11 here on the plateau under a waning gibbous beautiful night. It's crisp. It's Judy the Beauty's operating that camera for you, and just smooth, kids, smooth. Blake Owens is the quarterback for the Cavaliers. Looking, he slings it and going to trap it, and that's incomplete. Clock stops, 56 seconds. It'll be second down, Anthony.
Yeah, and Owen, honestly, that I can remember, Stork, I don't think he has completed a pass yet. They've gotten a couple of pass interference calls through the air, but I believe he has yet to complete a pass.
Well, he's kept them in it so far.
Yeah.
He needs to try to get a few in him so that get a little confidence up. Let's see what he does. Hand it off. It's second down, and that's nothing. And now it's third down.
And these last two, whoa, there's a flag.
That's
Yep.
15 yards. So got that. Hey, that'll be unsportsmanlike. That's 15 yards. That'll be a first down, Coach. Wait till he steps this off. Wait, you just watch Dave Swanson. Lipscomb 28, CPA 0. So Trent Dilfer just wearing Ingle Martin out. Personal foul called against Blackman. They got him for roughing the passer, didn't it? Or the quarterback. Got him for roughing the quarterback, so it's 15 yards and an automatic first down. Roughing the quarterback, roughing the kicker, roughing the center. Those are all no-nos. Doesn't matter where the ball is. It's 15 yards and a first down. But that's just what they got him with. So now they go to one, and this is Jaden Baker. He's going to operate as a Wildcat, bringing it this way. Going to try to get up to the 45, 46-yard line. Number 31 was there for the Blaze. Guyon Young.
And
Also
that-
number 97. Let's give some of these kids some playing time. David Wilkinson.
Big penalty right there against Blackman because you were looking at a 3rd and long situation, and now here Cookeville able to move the sticks again.
Well, and guess what? Third quarter's going to end. This snap will not get off. 3 seconds. 2, 1. That's it. I mean, Swanson was in there on it. Did you see him just run in there? It doesn't matter. We're going to put 12 on it. Blackman's ahead, 43-29. It's been a heck of a game. I've enjoyed it. I'm glad we made the trip up. We always tell everybody we get a good game out of here. And did we not get a good game out of Blackman Cookeville in a thriller last year?
Yeah. We did.
I thought so.
We sure did.
And then Judy and I think came up here the year before that in 19, and we got a thriller that night. I think we've been in several of them.
And we love coming up here. The people are always great to us.
Yeah.
Very receptive of us.
Yes,
We
yes.
enjoy making the trip.
All right, end of 3. Now Coffee County 35, Rockville 14.
Not looking good.
Not looking good.
Owen takes the snap. Give it off on the end around to Davenport. Looks like he's going to have enough for the first down there.
But it's first down, isn't it?
Sure is.
Doing a little social media, popping that link out there, letting everybody know the score and that we're starting the fourth quarter here in Cook, Vegas. So we'll operate with the freshman, Blake Owen. He operates out of a shotgun with twins to the top. I'm going to give it. Oh, looky here, Anthony. Got another big gain. And who is it? Jordan Burris. And now Little John.
We got a flag. I don't
And
know.
Pleasant, look. Oh. This could be 15 yards. Oh, they got Pleasant. He popped off. This is going to be bad, kids. Because this is
30 yards you've given up off of penalties on this drive now if you're Blackman.
11:45 left to go in the ball game. Going to get a 15 yards added on to this. Swanson on a dead ball foul. Here we go. Unsportsmanlike. Called against Pleasant. They're stepping that off, and they'll write that kid's name down. Wow, boy, that helped Jimmy Maynard, Coach.
Got it in the red zone now.
Ball's now on the 15.
Trying to make it a one-possession ball game again as we're here at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Wow.
Looks like both Whiteds are in the backfield for Cookeville here.
JP2 21, Ravenwood 49. They're trying to score here in Cookeville. Waylon White is going to operate as the quarterback. Number 4, his brother Evan is in there. Whitey going up the middle, you all. And the ref got in the way. Ball's on the 7, Anthony.
Good run right there by Whited. They fake the jet sweep, keeps it up the middle.
11:30 left to go in the ball game. Cookeville trying to score. They send Whited back in with the play. Waylon Whited. Asked the lady at the concession stand. She says it's been a rough season, but we're still smiling and we're still playing football. Both the Whiteds are in the backfield. Anthony said they're the twins. Here we go. He's got Austin. Davenport is going to get up to about the 2, Anthony.
And that's enough also for a first down as well, Stork. So you're going to have a first and goal here from the 2.
Score alert from Manchester, Tennessee. Coffee County 35, Rockville 21. Come on, Rick Rice. 11-11 left to go in the ball game. 10:58 left to go here. Blackman on top, 43-29. And 10:54. Cookeville trying to score and get it down to one score game. Both the Whiteds are in the backfield. You got to think they're going to take it right up the middle, aren't they, Anthony?
Mm-hmm.
A bad snap. Here he goes. Delay. Didn't get it in, Anthony. Second down. Sometimes at work, we were in a game earlier broadcasting. Ball got on the floor. The play developed. The hole opened up. Guy took off and picked up a bunch of yards. I don't know what game that was we were doing, but you were like that. If it hadn't been for that delay, you wouldn't have gotten all that yards. Yeah. Because the hesitation caused the line to open up. 10:05 left to go in the ball game. You got the twins in the background, the Whiteds. Now here comes one of them. He's Waylon. He's going to try to get in. He's up to the 1.
Big third down here, and you're definitely in 4-down territory if you're Cookeville. Got to punch this one in.
9:39 left to go in the ball game. 43-29.
Cavs looking to make it a one-possession game.
Cookeville trying to push it in. You definitely don't want to fumble down here. Stewart's Creek 21, Wilson Central 21. That's a ball game in a non-region matchup in the fourth quarter. We're in the fourth quarter with 9:21 left to go on a 3rd and 2 or 3rd and goal, whatever you want. The ball's on the 2. And now we're running with Baker. Baker's got it. Baker's going to try to go in. Baker. They're going to give it to him.
Nope, inside the 1, they're going to mark him down. Well,
no.
Here comes your jumbo set, Stork. You got to get about a half a yard.
Wow. Limbaugh, a final. Riverdale 20, East Nashville 7. Arrows up. 8:45 left to go in the ball game here. Blackman on top, 43-29. 4th down situation. This is a ball game right here. If you don't score, it's a ball game. You're going to have to go right up the middle. I mean, this is everything you got. This is the reason why you do it. This is July, everything. All them weights, now timeout. Want to talk? That's a good timeout. That's a good one to burn, isn't it? If you're gonna burn one.
Yeah, you gotta get this thing in the end zone.
Of course, Jimmy Maynard is a defensive guy, letting his offensive guys call it. You see him on the sideline, letting them coach. He's, as we said before, there's a final score. Riverdale 20, East Nashville 7, and that's a final from David Limbaugh. Stewart's Creek and Wilson Central are knotted up at 21. That's the last info we got on that. Coffee County 35, Rockville 21. The time left we had was 11:11.
And what'll be interesting to see here is I'm sure Blackman will probably try to plug up those A gaps, force Cookeville to have to run east and west to try to get it into the end zone. You don't want to let them go right up the gut. And if you're Cookeville, going to be imperative to get a good push up front. Wonder if
you ever could do Bo over the top, this is the time to do Bo over the top.
Yeah, there's Blackman. They're going to They're going to plug up both A gaps.
This may be Baker over the top. Here we go. Send the man in motion. Baker going to take it. Baker. He's in there. No.
I don't think he made it.
They stopped it. They stopped it. On a 4th down situation, Blackman comes up with a big one.
Wow.
A big one, kids.
The
penalties that they had, and then
the hesitation right there on that play. Big number 95, Mason Russell, did a good job of getting in between that center and that guard to plug the hole up right there. Forced Baker to try to have to work it to the outside, and Blackman was able to make the stop.
All right, I got a bunch of them. Here we go. Tullahoma 34, Greenbrier 0. Summit 57, Shelbyville 7. Siegel 34, Lincoln County 0. Brentwood Academy 33, Ensworth 14. Nolensville 34, Franklin 14. BGA 17, FRA 7. Hendersonville 48, Rossview 12. White House 28, Westmoreland 28. Macon County 7, Smith County 7. Green Hill 48, Station Camp 48. And now Ben Marshall out of the end zone. And going to get it up to about the 2-yard line.
And right here, if you're Blackman, you got to give yourself room to breathe.
With 8:10 left to go in the ball game, Blackman's got the lead, 43-29. Ravenwood's on top, 56-21 over JP2. 8 minutes left to go in the ball game, and the Blaze got the ball. Cookeville need 2 touchdowns. They need the ball. They need a lot. Blackman calls timeout with 7:53, Anthony.
Boy, what a big stop by Blackman's defense
there.
And, honestly, they haven't given up a point yet here in the second half either, Stork. After giving up 29 in the first half, they have made some really good adjustments defensively to be able to slow down the ground game from Cookeville.
Extra point is good by Ravenwood, and that makes it 57-21 over JP2. So Will Hester and them, who's on inside the headset, the head coach of the Ravenwood Raptors, doing really good. And talk to him. He got beat by Summit, but feels like he's got the recipe should that game come back around in playoffs, and it will, Anthony, over there.
You never know. I mean, it is definitely a tall task to try to shut the Wades down.
And Tom Krager had them on the D&J this morning and, just crashed our county. We don't need that Summit over here on the D&J. Somebody sees Tom Krager, give him the business, please, as much as you can. Now Blackman with this kooky offense, and now they got a bunch of people drawed off sides. And that's what they wanted to do, wasn't it?
And we did learn last week, when we talked to Ty Nix, the rule is as long as you don't put your hand down in the dirt, you are eligible to shift.
And that is a 1950s or something. Chandler Tigard says it's from when General Nealon used to run it at Tennessee and the single wing tee. And that was a move that General Nealon did. Of course, I think that's where Tigard did his grad assistant work, was at UT. Now Justin Brown going on a Wildcat on that right side, kids. He's going to want to stay in bounds, tries to jump, and that's not very smart. 7:45 left to go here in the ball game. They're on top, 43-29. Chain gang moves, boxman resets. Fresh set of 4 given to the Blackman Blaze, as it looks like they'll be going home a winner. I just don't see Cookeville trying to get something going. But what a heck of a game. They played really good. They just, and I don't want to count anybody out, but my goodness, you had that ball down there. You had to have that score, Anthony.
Yeah.
And then,
sure
that score at the half, had we had it back, you'd be still in this ball game. He completes it, man. Does he complete it to number 8? And that's James Haynes. Haynes still on his feet. The ball's on the ground. Oh, my goodness.
I think Blackman's going to fall back on it.
Yeah, but I was saying, I wasn't trying to be mean to Cookeville or anything, but you needed this one down here, that touchdown. Then we go back to the first half, right there at the end. You needed that one.
Yep.
You have both of them, you're still in this daggone thing. But they haven't been able to finish games, and that goes back to what, Coach Maynard was
being a young team.
being a young team. They're just young. so much potential out here.
But, I mean, at the same time, give credit to Blackman's defense, too, for blowing up here
Oh,
in the
yeah.
second half.
They did a great job down there. I'm not taking nothing from them. Thompson 21, Hoover 17. We coach both ways, but if I'm coaching from that offensive side, that's what
for
broke
Cookeville, that's what's been the key to this ball game. Absolutely.
Wow, Justin Brown right across the middle. Now he's pay dirt. Yep, he's gone. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Justin Brown. Touchdown Blackman Blaze.
That's probably the icing on the cake right there, Stork. A good play by Justin Brown. Makes the catch on the post pattern, able to shake a tackle. Kid's dangerous. Kid is absolutely dangerous.
Okay, Memphis Central 21, CBHS, Christian Brothers 35 in the fourth quarter. Thompson 21, Hoover 17, and that's the final.
Wow.
Heritage 28, Stewart County 20 in the fourth quarter. Now Blackman Blaze getting ready to do a PAT attempt. It's 49-29 with a 20-point lead and 6:58, and Justin Brown just ran it in for him on a nice pass and pass and catch and a lot of yak. As the Cookeville band plays on here on top of the plateau, and won't be long, we'll be shutting this contraption down and headed back over to Murfreesboro tonight. But we've had a great time at 6:58. It's just that, and I was telling Sam, and I wasn't being mean, in football and basketball, two different sports, once you get at and Ron Adelot says it, we got a unnecessary or unsportsmanlike. It's not doing good. The center, I think 65 he's very upset, and they're trying to settle him down. Jimmy Maynard's going to talk to Dave Swanson, telling these players to get back over here, wants to know what happened. But what I was going to say is, Anthony, in the difference in basketball and football, Ron Adelot always said it, and we heard it always from him. Once you get to about Game 5, you figure out about how good you are and how far you can go and in the run and possibly get up in the playoffs and everything. Once you find out there, if you're not a comeback team, it's going to be hard to become a comeback team. You just can't do it, Anthony.
Right. I mean, you have an identity that you mold over the summer and all those hard practices, the conditioning, the lifting weights and all that, and spring practice, those 3 days. And, I mean, at the end of the day, you are who you are. And that's what you got to work with.
Well, and we went to Helena, and Richie Busby talked about, says, well, we're a second-half team. And we've seen Oakland act like that sometimes. Come out in the second half and be much more powerful than they were in the first half.
Right.
They did that against Lipscomb. And Lipscomb's 31 and CPA 0 with 11:50.
We see here tonight what I think Blackman's identity has been so far this season. They're a second-half team. Even if you look at some of their losses this year where they've been down big, they put together some of these comebacks.
But they've gotten better. They've gotten better since week one.
Absolutely, they have. I mean,
since I
got to give, like I said before the game, got to give credit to those quarterbacks over there. Jack Reisner throwing the ball a lot more crisp, makes a lot better decisions.
He looks a lot better.
Peyton Thomas, those short passes and stuff.
And Coach Abernathy from Tennessee, recruiting coordinator at University of Tennessee, one of my good friends, always said, it's not about where they are now, it's how much runway they got.
Yep,
College football is looking at the runway. What else left can they do? What can they do after this? Central 21, CBHS 42. So Tommy's back on the right track. Miles Torian, they tried an onside kick, and why, I don't know, 49-29, game well out of control. Okay, Stewart's Creek and Wilson Central are in overtime. 6:58 left to go here on the plateau. Most of the Cookeville fans are filing out. And just a tough game for Jimmy Maynard and the young Cookeville Cavs. Good football squad, played their guts out. It's just not enough there. I mean, you've got to be able to capitalize when you get the football. You can't give the ball back to the Blaze, and, man, they can just score so quick, Anthony. And they love getting in a little boat race with you. You score, I score. You score, I score. That's what they want.
Yeah.
let's just fly up and down the field. And then if you make a mistake, I'm still going to score. That, onside kick. Got to get your hands, guys. And now they're going to put it up. Yep, going to put it up about the 40-yard line. Went out of bounds there. So they're going to start the possession at the 35, or they started at the 40? Boy, Coach Maynard is giving number 9, Cade Apple. He's not pleased with what Apple did. Coach Maynard. Oh, he's going down. He's going down to talk to Cade Apple. He's not going to let it go. Watch him. Here he goes. He said, "Come here, son." And here we go. With 6:58 left to go in the ball game, Blackman's on top, 49-29. Young men got to stay under control. That's most important. That's whether it's in life or in a daggone football game. Final, Stewart's Creek 35, Winston Central 28.
Wow.
Well, that was quick overtime, Sam.
Big win for
you
Ben
sent me a
Cottle.
text and said it's overtime. You sent me a text and said it's over. Ben Cottle's driving the bus home. Here we go, 1st and 10. Come on, Cookeville. You want to try to score, you can still get back in this thing. It's just you can't make any mistakes, Anthony. You got to get out and score, and then you got to do something else. But you can't do it if you're making 15-yard penalties or you're doing things like that. But here we go. They're going to start. Looks like from the 45 where the ball went out. Here we go. From a shotgun. Pulls it. The freshman quarterback coming this way. Lets it go, Anthony. Tried to complete it, and it's incomplete. Anthony, they wanted Donovan Sullivan, and they've used him several times, but it's 2nd down. Clock stops, 6:50 left to go in the ball game.
Yeah, and honestly here I just think that them losing Thompson here early to that injury, they ran the ball well tonight, Stork, but just couldn't sustain it in the second half. And without Thompson being able to put it in the air, I think it's kind of hurt them, especially when they've been able to get down in the red zone, not getting those 2 touchdowns.
Here we go, 2nd and 10. Fakes it, goes right up the middle. He's got 5, 6. Young quarterback. Got maybe 6, 7 yards. 6:34 left in the game. Rockville 28. Coffee County 35. Robert Daniel with a 15-yard run. He's
trying
deadly.
to come back.
The rocket is not done yet, Sam. And we're not done either. The ball's marked on the 47. Cookeville's got it. Cookeville really needs to score. We're not counting them out yet, but it's just tough because they haven't prevailed, and they've missed the last 2 chances they really needed to score.
A 3-possession ball game with getting ready to be under 6 minutes left, not looking too good. Can still do it, but they need a lot to go right.
Now they jump off sides, so the ball will move with the clock stopped. Advancing forward 5 yards. Offsides on the Blaze. All right, 6 minutes left. 5:54 from a shotgun, the freshman quarterback. Hands it off to Whiting on the left side. He's going to get the first down, Anthony. If he keeps running, going to be a little short. But a nice first down run. They needed more of that in the first half. Pick up a 6, 2nd and 4. 5:35 left to go in the ball game. And, Anthony, just like you said, 3 possessions in 5 minutes and 30 seconds. And you're just not a quick-scoring team.
Yeah.
You got to score quickly.
You are what you are, Stork, but – they got to have a lot go right to be able to come back in this one. It's
okay. Rockville recovers an onside kick. They got the ball.
Wow.
Twins to the top.
35-14, right?
Yep. Here he comes, Whiting. He's going to get up the middle.
So what
and
you're
the
looking
clock
at,
is stopped, but the clock should be running. And your electronic clock operator, Eric Copus, should start it, and he has now. with 4:59 left to go. 1st and 10 now
Blackman
for Cookeville. So
is
you need
gonna go to-
here's what you need to do. You need to, if you're Cookeville, the only way to win this, poke it in, right? Poke it in, and then do an onside kick.
Yeah, and then you got to poke it in again, get another onside kick. I mean,
That's what you got to do. Well, we're trying, Anthony. We're trying. With 4:39, he slings it. And that's just what,
Good
just
throw
not
right there, able to hit his man on a comeback route.
It's just tough. Like you say, you just, I mean, and
You
they're
do what
not
you can.
that.
You played till the final whistle.
Well, and if you reverse it and they could score as quick as Blackman, you got a different ball game. I mean, Blackman at times, they scored the first score of the game, kids. Minute and 10 seconds, you said, they went down the field and scored. Minute 7. Here we go. From a shotgun, the freshman quarterback hands off to Whited on the left side. He's running up to the 15. Flag.
It's going to be a hold on 65. They're going to get big 65, Clayton Barrett. He's the one that scored the touchdown earlier in the game.
Yes, and we had a Cookie play, and you'll see that in the highlights, and it was Cookeville's second touchdown score. But it was off of an interception popped up in there, or the first interception, or the first possession. Interception went up in the air and got it and scored. And we said the lineman would remember it the rest of his life. I'd like to thank my sponsor tonight, John Jones Real Estate.
Yeah, he certainly will remember it.
They made it all the way to the 15-yard line. They turned it over to Coffee County after a drop pass on a 4th down. 4 minutes, 29 seconds left to go in Manchester. It ain't over yet. Jet sweep this way. Still on his feet. Davenport. That kicks the clock in with 3:44 left to go in the ball game. 49-29. Blackman.
Barrett certainly will remember that play the rest of his life. I scored a touchdown here on this field, and I'll remember it the rest of my life. That's for sure. That was one of the coolest things ever playing sports growing up.
Yeah, when you score a touchdown, especially when you're a lineman. I mean.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little 5'5" shortstop hitting a home run in baseball.
Yeah.
It's something that doesn't happen often. You just never forget it.
Here we go. Kept it.
Down inside the 20.
Yeah, Blake Owen, and let's give a shout out.
They're moving it. They're moving it.
Let's give a shout out to Blake Owen. He's done a real good job, kids. He's a freshman coming in here.
He has played well for a freshman quarterback on a Friday night
in a 6A football
game. Absolutely.
Can't take nothing away from him. And
we saw a freshman quarterback play first game of the season for Overton.
Yes.
And I would have to say that Mr. Owen has done a much better job tonight.
Overton, we didn't see Overton.
Or not over.
Stewart's Creek. We saw Stewart's Creek in
the second game, Riverdale. Who'd they play? Rossview. That's right, not Overton. You're right. I'm sorry.
I was getting ready to say we never saw no Overton.
Yeah, not Overton. Wow, what a run right there.
Oh, gosh. You all listen to this. There's the cannon as Cavaliers score, but I've got some news out of Manchester, kids. So Coffee County, this is a kooky thing, Coffee County threw a pass and was caught, but afterward he fumbled on the tackle and Rockville recovers. They're on the 19 with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the ball game.
Wow.
Rick Rice. Hey, somebody tell Rick Rice buy a lotto ticket or at least just write down some numbers and we'll see what happens. Here we go on an untimed down. Your score's 49-35, and he's going to get it. And Cookeville not giving up, and I know Jimmy Maynard really likes that as Judy swings that camera down towards the scoreboard, let you see it with 2:26 left to go in the ball game.
Well, good run right there by Burris, man. He got it up in there, was able to make that one cut to the right, able to stick that thing into the end zone, and we're going to see an onside kick here. And
why not?
They can recover.
Why not?
Score quick again, and then you just hope for the best. You play till the final whistle.
But they put up 36 points.
36 points. I mean, the best offensive showing of the year thus far for Cookeville. Can't take anything away from them.
And, you know,
played a great ball game tonight against a Region 4, 6A
and they played
team.
their guts out and put on a heck of a performance. But you can see they're a little young. I mean, they've got.
But this is definitely something to build on for them here at the end of this season. You know, being able to take this performance and say, look, you know, we put up 36 points against a Murfreesboro school. That's you know, that's nothing to scoff at. Absolutely not.
And they got about 20 seniors down there on that football team, which is normal of Cookeville. I mean, they're going to have 20 seniors every year. A final, Thompson 21, Hoover 24. So Hoover beats Thompson 24-24, the Bucks. And that looks like it was played at the Met, Sam. That was played at Hoover, so that was played over at the Met. And Judy the Beauty and I went to the Met with Juwan Jennings. We got beat.
That ball got loose, but it got out of bounds.
It's Blackman's ball.
But I mean, if you look up and down Cookeville's roster, you got Thompson coming back next year. You've got Baker coming back next year. You've got Burris coming back next year, who will only be a junior.
Yeah.
I mean, they got some young. They've got kids. I mean, just like you look at Blackman's roster, both of these teams, they got a lot coming back.
Yeah, and that's and when you've got that, and you know that you've got something, and you can.
It's the runway.
Yep.
It's the runway.
You just need a couple of more, and now you're in really good shape. With 2:23 left to go here on the plateau, Blackman's on top, 49-36, and they got the ball. So it's just basically you don't want to put the ball in the air. You want to run some handoffs and just run the clock, Anthony. You don't want to do anything silly here. And got Justin Brown in there running Wildcat. Coming this way, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12 yards. He runs out of bounds, and that didn't really what he wanted to do. He stops the clock with 2:13 after picking up about 12 yards. So Chandler Tiger going to have to tell him to stay in bounds. Final, Hillsboro 13, Mount Juliet 7. They're going to kick the clock in, and 2:08, 2:07, and Coach Maynard may have told the time.
Well, I don't think he got out of bounds. You got to stop it on a first down until they set the ball.
There you go. That's right. I will agree with that, but he may have stayed in bounds. Looks like he did, according to the ref. But here we go. Got Marshall now back there running shotgun. Marshall going to take it up the middle, get about 2 or 3 yards. That's all you want to do is just keep pounding it up the middle if you can. $138, it'll move off
Somebody's
quick.
Down.
Got official timeout as the big guy's on the floor. That's 71, Kyle Millwood. Hope he's okay. Got probably caught up in a Coffee County defense holds again for 4 downs and gets the ball back.
Wow.
Wow.
Red Raider defense coming up big.
Rick Rice going to walk away with a loss, Sam. Rockville maybe got a little bit too happy. And you saw the Blaze when they got on a little win streak after Shad got over there. They didn't know how to win a little bit. They got their teeth knocked around a little bit after some of that, didn't they?
I was there.
I know it.
We did get our brains beat in a couple times.
But you got on that happy.
I was part of it.
you got happy though. You know, you thought you was good.
Yeah,
you thought y'all were great. Yeah,
yeah,
we could go win this thing. Too bad. They can't do it. It's and I don't mean to be mean, but it's just it's very, you realize you realize how good back then, of course, when you played it was Oakland.
Yeah.
Oakland.
Well,
Riverdale
too. I mean, it was all 3 of us was going at it every year.
Yep.
And even my senior year was Siegel was, oh my gosh, they were unreal that year.
Is that when they had
Stockstill? They had Stockstill and Tay Martin and Gooch and Big Jamison Frazier. That was a heck of a ball team.
Yep. $1:20 left to go in this one. A final. Ravenwood beats Pope John Paul II, 56-28. And they're just letting the clock run, kids. Buck 9. Your final here is going to be 49-36. Blackman Blaze is going to be your winner. So we're just kind of letting some time drip. We're under a minute, Anthony. Doesn't get any better than that. Our sponsor tonight, John Jones Real Estate. And nobody sells homes like John. If you're buying a home, you're building a home, you're selling a home, it all starts with John, and he's right there at MurfreesboroHomesOnline.com. The lady that operated the camera tonight, that was Judy the Beauty. The mayor here in Cookeville, Tennessee, that's Ricky Shelton. The guy that was on color, that's Anthony Fiorella. The head coach of the Cookeville Cavaliers is Jimmy Maynard. The principal here at Cookeville High School is Max Pettit. I own this contraption. We call it Stork Vision. There's 23 seconds left to go in the ball game. Your white hat guy tonight was Dave Swanson. As we wind down the few seconds of Game 9, Week 10 of the 2021 season, next Friday night, we're going to be out at the launch pad. That'll be Oakland and Rockville, and probably Rockville going to take a loss.
Now they're the third seed because you got 2 losses. Riverdale still with just 1 loss. So the only way that Rockville could possibly be a 2 seed would be to beat Oakland and hope Riverdale loses next week. Well, even still, no, you would not be because you lost head-to-head with Riverdale.
No, you wouldn't. Yeah, because you got beat by Riverdale.
Couldn't do it.
Coffee got a first down, and now they run out the clock, and that's it. So Coffee County's going to beat Rockville. Anthony, did you enjoy tonight?
It was a great ball game, Stork. I mean, 29-29 at the half, and really what it came down to, Blackman was able to get those couple of stops on the goal line. They beat them in the second half 20-7, and that's what did it. Took us to the end.
Well, I can't say it enough. I appreciate our engineer. He lives in Louisville, Kentucky. He runs the website. He built the apps. And our Stork Vision app, it's out there in the Google Play Store. It's out there in the Apple App Store. The lady on the camera tonight. Once again, that was Judy the Beauty, the color analyst with Anthony Fiorella. My name's Stork Montgomery. I own this contraption. We'll be back next week at Rock Vegas for Oakland and Rockville. See you then.